All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So as you saw by the title, it is a hot one, as what Drew Rush said. We are going to cover the first sets of games in the Manning Cup. Yes, we want to break down that in the second round. The games that we were talking about before, and how it was strategic to look at all the games them coming back to back to determine who will qualify. So we had the second set of games played out of 3, and it's taking shape. All right, yes, so we want to get into that. We're going to chop it up, detail it properly for you, and then we ask the questions. If you want to call in throughout the analysis, just make sure you know that you're not going to get more than 5 minutes. All right, yes, so if you want, you can join the Discord after that as well. Let me start by blessing up the people inside the chat. Yes, so we have Drew Rust, as he said, show turn up today. Massive respect. Chris Smith says big up, bless up JD and IMAX's family. Massive respect as well. Omar Fowley in the building, big up yourself. Dwayne Thomas, massive respect. El Cutlass in the building, massive respect as well. Stefan, and then we have Issa Hallen in the building. Issa never wanted to miss this one. All right, so we had some games. So let me start with the Manning Cup. And also, guys, we have to put in the Reggae Boyz roster as well for the Guatemala game and what to expect. We're going to have that conversation as well. Obviously, the Manning Cup is at prime time, so it's taking up more space than even the Reggae Boyz, because that's how Jamaica is. Damian, big up yourself, my brother. All right, so let me get straight into it. So as you saw right there, the first one we're going to start with right here is George's Stgc. That game finished 1-1. Hydel looked like they're going to create an upset on the day, because we had Stgc winning overall, but they rallied back to get a point. So with them winning their first game and also getting a point here, it puts them on 4 points in this group, sets them at the top at this point. All right, sets them at the top at this point. So they would want to go into their final game not wanting to lose to advance. All right, yes, based on what I saw, they have done exactly what I've said about them. They're going to keep on getting from strength to strength to be a better version team. All right, yes, I like the way they played, and I actually like how Hydel played as well. All right, yes, so Stgc like that. All right, they rallied back and deservedly rallied back. All right, yes, they deserve it. Okay, yes, put themselves in a good spot. We will get to that as well. Then we had JC had a 2-1 victory in the end over Tivoli, because this one was shocking because I thought that JC was going to be out based on what's going on, and I'm saying, wow, how is this possible? Obviously they have changed a lot of players, but what's going on with them? Is it that just the bright lights turning them over on the day? But they rallied back, and obviously Tivoli went down to 10 players as well, so that made it easier to see out in the end. Yes, but they deserved to win it overall, and that puts JC back into a good position that they could actually maybe draw the final game and still qualify, but I think they would want to go into the final game wanting to win that one. So JC put themselves back in the spotlight at this point. All right, yes, so the final sets of games will be definitely challenging, guys. All right, so look out for those. We're going to get to it very soon. All right, so let me start with the stats. The first big one, Staths versus KC. Yesterday I said 2-1 because I think KC will score because of the way they are organized, and also because they know their deficiencies, and sometimes those teams are harder to break down. And I just believe it's going to be an exceptionally hard game. it turned out that exact way, guys. All right, it turned out that exact way. I have all the statistics for that, and I want to go through it. All right, so just stay tuned. Let me chop it up. Lamar says, "Big up JD. Just log off. Leave STGC alone, please. Do me beg you, mate. What happened? I've talked only good about them. My school going to win the Manning Cup. St. George's this year. They looked good, and we said that already, so we're not going to change our mind, and them getting a point helps them. All right, so let me start with St. Andrew Technical now. St. Andrew Technical, the game ended 1-0 in favor of KC. All right, goal scored by McLean, assisted by Alex Eslap in the 18th minute. All right, yes, and Mario Daly, he was a good player in the game as well. I think he's over the top, dramatic and animated still, but I think he's a decent player. All right, yes, because I got to watch him now from minute 1 to the end. Let me give you the starting lineup for St. Andrew Technical. So, you know, Kingston College, sorry about that. Malik Williams in goal. Damain Smith, Robert Seo, O'Neal Bryan, Zimenez, Kimani, Reese, Dejan Green, Damario Daly, Jaheim McLean, Alex Eslap, and Kamal Patterson. All right, and for St. Andrew Technical, you have Jaheim Williams, Xavier Goodin, which we talked about him, one of the centre backs, strong player. Nikai Gale, J. Lloyd Smith, Richard Livingston, Leon Brown, Marshall, Andre Salmon, Kalani, Watson, Kevin Hall, and Kemar Thompson. All right, so that is the lineup for both teams. All right, yes. And as we talked about the goals scored, and then the final stats on the game is 11 shots for Kingston College, which less of that came in the second half. Most of it came in the first half. All right. 13 shots for St. Andrew Technical, 6 on target for Kingston College, and 5 on target for St. Andrew Technical. 8 fouls for Kingston College, 4 for St. Andrew Technical, and offside 2-1 in favor of St. Andrew Technical. 10 corners to 1 St. Andrew Technical, 4 saves apiece, and the possession was dominated by St. Andrew Technical, 65-35 right there. All right, so I do believe that if you look at the chances, Kingston College could have even scored more. We have to be honest to ourselves. Kingston College had a next chance that they could have scored at least 2 goals. And Demario Daly hit the post, the outside of the post on that one. Staths hit the post and had 2 other big chances to finish. So if you're going to look at the cleaner chances overall, I would say that maybe Staths just edge it outside 2-2. All right, yes. So let me know your thoughts right there. So maybe Staths could have done better to get something from the game, but I still believe that the way how KC played as a unit, moving from back to front and knowing their limitations, I want to say that it turned out exactly what as to how I expected it, and that's why I said this team would have grown into the tournament and maybe becoming a more dangerous team than last year's team, because last year's team was not really a team. You understand me? It was completely different, and that's what I was saying. So in a sense, I would say that they deserved it, to be honest, because they created the big chances as well. Obviously, Staths created theirs as well, but they never finished any. So I don't think Staths blew them out of the water. It was more of a balanced game. Definitely the position was dominated by Staths. Yes, that is true. But the chances created, clear-cut chances, was pretty much equal, to be honest. And this showed me that Staths, KC is a better team than what we are giving them credit for. All right, so that is something that we have to look out for as well. But good win, very, very good win by KC right there. That puts KC in the driving seat going into the final game, people. The final game, and we're going to get to the next game as well. Don't worry yourself. And we have even image and Vice to get for you as well. All right, don't worry yourself on that side, because we're trying to put it together. All right, so guys, as I come in, please do hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Let me take some comments right here as to how they looked at the game. Jason Guna, big of yourself. RR, bless of yourself. Vassar Reynolds, the best coach in Manning Cup. All right, Staths ran out of ideas in the final third, but they still created the same amount of chances as KC. So I think that both teams, you have to give them their credit. Triple E, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Amateur music. Staths a bad school. Yes, Staths is missing a player that is very creative. Lansy, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Osh Puppy and Drew Ross, massive respect as well. And then we have Tennessee. All right, so we big up everyone. So KC will be going into their final game against St. Catherine. And be honest. I was one of the only persons saying that the group will turn out like this, similar to this. I expected Staths to be under 6 points, but I expect KC to be in a good position going into the final game, because remember, my thing was, I think KC and Staths going through, and then everyone said I'm just bad-minded. Well, I think today, I think people might start saying KC going through more than anything else now. So I think I'm not bad-minded anymore, people. All right? Can you say that I'm not bad-minded anymore? Oh, God. All right? We are going to move over to the next game now. But what say you? What say you? You think that KC qualifying? Because KC went up against the two best teams in the actual group, and they have survived. So what say you? And they never just survived. They looked like they could have stayed in the game, and they stayed in the games. So what say you? Are you saying that KC is a sure pick for the next round? Are we counting out St. Catherine? Because we're going to start with St. Catherine now. Are we counting out St. Catherine too early? Let me know, guys. Let me know. All right, let me know. For me, I think they have just proven to me that they are going to be in the next round, people. I actually believe that they are going to qualify, as to how I thought in the first game, and I think they are going to get first spot. I think they are going to actually get first spot. I never had that in mind. I thought that they were going to come second, but after their display, and I saw St. Catherine myself. St. Catherine is a very much organized team that learned. We're going to go into that as well. But I think KC will take first spot. All right. I think they are going to take first spot. Getting that win definitely helps them, people. We have to be honest and unbiased people. All right. Jason Guna, I laugh. Lanzi said, I did say KC and Staths going through. You did say that, okay. But the amount of beating I get, okay. Pastor, we have found a partner for you to join in the beer hunting. His name is Babatunde, okay. All right. I wouldn't say sure, now count out St. Catherine. All right. I am saying that they are getting a draw or a win against St. Catherine. I don't think St. Catherine beat them. Travis, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, and the man in the chat as well. Travis says, Omar Fowling said, yes, KC will make it. The coach have them playing to their strengths. All right. None of the teams are sure pick. That's what Issa Allen saying. I know if his favorite team was in pole position, he would have said his team is safe. I am finding out the biasness of Mr. Issa Allen, Yeah. Staths not losing. Oh, they lost. They lost. Juras, they lost. They lost, all right? Prince in the house, massive respect. Toughy Rudy, bless up. JD, the ball is round. The game is played on the field. Don't be surprised if Mona and St. Catherine make it. I am not saying that's my pick. All right, Toughy Rudy, no problem. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so let me move on into the chopping up game, and then we'll go to the next set of games. Them that will be the prediction chopping up again. So before we get anywhere, let me hear from St. Catherine. Let me say it fast. St. Catherine rally back to stop the best team in the Manning Cup, according to Mr. Butler. We had said nothing no go so. And I'm mad this him attack because him though are the first, second, or even third best team in the Manning Cup. And based off what we have seen now, it keep on telling us that we are correct over and over. Alright, I know some people would disagree with that because they're gonna come with their metric to support their pillar boss. Alright, but let me play what the coach had to say with that result, and then I will give you my analysis as to what I saw in the game. Alright, Mr. Craig Butler, alright, because he spoke on it, and I'm going to call out the persons that actually did the video, alright, so you can go there and support their content, but I'm just going to play the audio, alright? Let me know if you guys are hearing it well.
Yes, it is. The good thing about it is
are you guys hearing it well? Let me know.
Beat Staths and we're good to go. As I said, the game is about who put away the chances. Got so many chances again today. There's one thing you cannot say about the Mona team is that we don't create chances. We create chances. We just need to also.
Are you guys hearing it well? All right, good. So Mr. Butler, let me pull it up back so you can hear him properly. Then we can give him a proper analysis as to what he said in his interview right there. All right, yes, and then go to our analysis as well because we're not letting anything slide.
The good thing about it is we're still in it. Just need to beat Staths and we're good to go. As I said, the game is about who put away the chances. Got so many chances again today. There's one thing you cannot say about the Mona team is that we don't create chances. We create chances. We just need to also ensure that we hold on to our leads when we get them. But
all right, so I think I have agreed with everything that he said there so far. One thing about his team, they do create chances. They just need to finish their chances. That is definitely true. But we could say that against for all the other teams as well. So he's fair so far, and he said that the only thing they need to do is go and beat Staths. That is true as well. So he has not said anything that we have to beat him for as yet.
This is life.
Don't worry yourself. This man don't move away before clickbait.
That's a must-win game for you.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, with the two games are going to be played at the same time, so we won't know what will happen. So we must win the game just to secure our fate. And I think that might be a good thing for us because we'll play hard from the beginning, we'll focus from the beginning, and we'll put away our chances. The boys taking a lot for granted.
All right, coach. And
all right, so that part now. I like what he said. It's a must-win game, which I think all of you guys would have agreed. All right? You agree with him to say that when both games played at the same time, that's what you think is a problem because maybe they know that the results or whatever the situation is, it makes them much more relaxed coming into these games. So he's not getting the best out of the players them, or you think that he's capping. All right? Let me know. Let me know, because that's what he's pretty much saying, that they need to not know the thing. Like he's searching for something else to galvanize these players because they are better than everybody else, because that's what he's going to lead towards, because he said it before. So I'm just using that as well. But clearly he said it in the same video, so you know that that's what he was trying to say from before as well.
You know, you mentioned chances once again, you know, coming out, and especially towards the latter part of the game, just being all over this team, you know, getting chances left, right, and center, point blank opportunities. What are you going to tell your boys today, and how can you improve that going to a Staths game where you must convert?
Maybe some blue light, but on a serious note, you know, the ball is round, as I said before many times. You know, you go into a game and you expect to put out your best, you score, you get your chances, you don't take them, and people will get one or two and put you away. So, you know, we need to just ensure that we score more goals against Staths. We need to ensure that we convert our chances.
Coach, after the final whistle was blown today, one thing that I noticed with your players, everybody's head was down. Players were laying on the floor. They had their jerseys over their face. It almost seemed as though they had just lost and was knocked out of the competition. What can you say about the psyche in your camp right now?
No, it's the same. We don't like drawing games. We don't like losing games. We don't like teams feeling equal to us. You understand? We have much more quality than that. We have much more ability than that, and we have much more potential than that. And so they feel the same way I feel. We should have won that game.
All right, so he said the players, good question, and good questions posed to this or that sport. So go over there, subscribe to them, because I thought that was a good interview. They actually put him on the spot with these questions. So the first thing, because I've talked about this a lot of times, and I love that it's showing up on the screens, and it's his personality showing through these players, and that's why when I come with my analysis, that's what I was saying from day one, and you guys never picked it up. All right, so the guy said he saw all of them heads dropped, like that they are already out, which technically they are in a dangerous spot, and they need to only get one result in order to make it, which is against the most difficult team in the group. All right, so what they could use, what happened, what they could use to galvanize themselves back. He said that it's because he knows that people should not be looked as equal as them and stuff. So you believe that megalomaniac type of behavior, like putting yourself over the people in instant, is also the downfall of most of these kids as well, because they can't jump up back after not being 100%. So if they're not 100% on top, they seems to drop down, which is the same thing that reached them last year as well. So you think that this behavior from the individual seep into the kids them, and they can't rally back. So it's either 100 or 0. There is no gray line between it. I actually believe that, because you still listen to how you're talking again. But that is just my take. If you're opposed to it, I have no problem. But I just believe that is coming from the actual coach more than anything else. Bless myself.
We should have won that game, and we should have won the game against KC too. We got lots of chances. We need to put them away. But you know what? Sometimes you can't learn the easy way. You have to learn the hard way. So now we'll play Staths, and now we'll have to prepare and be ready for Staths.
Listen to this, people.
And you spoke about the KC game and the Catherine game. Both games coming into it, Mona would have been favored. And on the field, Mona were the better team on the day. Coming to the Staths game will be the first game of the season that you guys will not enter as favorites. What chance do you give yourself?
By who? You?
By everybody, coach.
Staths never beat us yet.
So you believe that Mona should enter the game as favorite?
I don't care what anyone wants to say. I know my players. They're better than the Staths players.
All right, coach.
So this brother will not stop. He's mad entertaining. So the host, because everyone did their literal. Everyone did their list, their tier list. Everybody that's watching football, local football, did their tier list, and no one had Mona at no time at the top, but they always had them in around the top 5. Yes. So the interviewer was right. He literally just asked him, you went in all of these games as the favorites, which we all thought that they were the favorites against these teams. But now you're going up against a team that we know that you're not the favorites. How are you going to approach it and stuff? Brilliant question. Right, brilliant, The man start war with the interviewer. Who said my favorites? You. And he must say, no, everybody. Mona, they never beat Mona yet, so they can't be favorites. Okay, all right. So what if they never face Mona? so the logic of you being a favorite, you have to face the team and beat the team. That is the only logics. So they are the groupings for a reason, That's the reason why they have never faced each other. Alright, then we have Issa Allen now. JD, if they were the favorites, why you didn't pick them to go through? I no, I have KC. No, I have them as the favorites to go through, Issa. But I explained myself in that video. Go back and look. Go back and look. But I never had them as the favorites over Staths. So because I don't have them as the favorites over Staths, and I thought that their style and their arrogance would have caught them out in one of these games, they would have drawn a game or maybe drawn 2 games and had problems. And I do believe that KC was good enough to at least garnered 4 points. And I thought that that would have been good enough, because if they mixed up in 2 of their games that they are the favorites in, that means they might be on maximum 2 points. And then KC would have St. Catherine, and if KC defeats St. Catherine as over more than 1 or 2 goals, they might actually go through over them. So that was my calculation, saying KC and Staths advancing. All right? Yes. Now that's I had said it clear before a game played. All right? Yes. Why? Issa, I don't know if you're family, you know, or you're one of the owner of the Phoenix Academy, you know. But I have never said something where you agree with, you know. Even when I say it before, a ball kick, you know. And it goes back to the psyche of the people, you know. Because I talked about why I'm going that direction. You understand me? I've talked about why I'm going that direction. And it's the exact damn thing happening now. You get me? Because these players cannot play under pressure. They only can play when they are up. Again, up on top of it. Because it's a 0 or 100%. And I think if Staths scores first, they have no way coming back into this game. So the best thing have to happen to them going into the Staths game is them getting a goal first, or else they are done. I've seen how they played. Their shoulders drop instant as things not going their way in all of the games them. All right, so I hope he can figure a way out to get them over that hump and to do better, in my estimation. But based on, let me analyze the game so I can open up the discard so people can come in. Because we want to discuss the matches them so we can make our predictions going in. What I saw, Mona, wing play, St. Catherine struggled against it. But what St. Catherine did was to play as a unit, both in defense and both in the midfield area. And that gave Mona all sorts of problems when they got they retained the ball and pushing through the middle again. So the last time Mr. Butler said it was a problem because they lost a player. That player was back and they still had the problem again. So I just think it's the system that Mr. Butler playing. It always kind of, anytime you have more midfield heavy teams. Last year was the same thing. This year was the same thing. All right, this year is the same thing, I should say. So I just believe that it's just a system very much flawed and have a whole heap of holes. And it goes to what I've said. You only can go on the top. You only can do better when you're on the top, because people start either trying to come back, so they keep narrow to come back, or they drop back deep, so you can play onto them. You understand me? But once you're leveled and people can stay balanced in their thirds, you tend to have more problems, because you're going to get outdone in midfield, and they're going to have passing options out through the channels of the fullbacks them. And it's going to always give you problems. And that's the exact thing that took place right there. So hopefully he can solve it coming in the next game. Because I think it's going to be the toughest game for them, to be honest. All right, I'm going to open the discard, and then everyone can come in, say their piece. We're going to join the rest of the show with the Reggae Boyz squad. We will deal with that after, but the Manning Cup games them come first, you know? Yes, so we want to make our prediction. All right, let me say, Stefan, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Triple E said, I thought Mona didn't have any weaknesses. No, they had a lot of weaknesses. And I hope this sweet mouth conversation from him don't go into the under 20 coaches' ears. Just make sure you remember that it's Jamaica Pitney. You're doing it for Mr. Wall. Because you see, if I see you put all of them, look, them Mona Mania in the team and them Phoenix Mania, it's a flat out bias. Because you have a lot of other players in Jamaica doing well in football. So do your job, John Wall. And I'm not going to stop saying that. And if I come and see all of them in it, I'm going to show you all of the other players that are better than them. You get me? And show you the fraudulent activities that's taking place in Jamaica. And then bash him too. Because you know why? He was bashing Mr. Speed and those guys for the longest time. You get me? So, but I will wait until that time comes because these guys are not the best players in Jamaica. Don't let him fool you. You have a lot of other Jamaican kids that have not gotten the opportunity to go overseas and stuff, and they are working hard. You understand me? You have other Jamaican guys in academy. So hopefully you pick the damn under 20 team the proper way. Any amount of Jamaican born players getting opportunity, at least do it fair. Alright, that's all I'm going to say because you have some good footballers working hard to just get an opportunity to get a look in. And some of you guys just manipulate situations to get what you want, you know? Duncan says, why you bias against Butler? Question. Suppose they beat your Staths and advance. I have no problem with that, Duncan. I've just said if they don't advance, Duncan, and they got all of the players them from their team because of a man I talk about them are the greatest and put down the rest of Jamaican pitting them, I am not going to be happy with that, Duncan. So at least I am fair. If they advance and they do the best in the Manning Cup and they get the most spots, I am okay with it. But you don't come use narratives and get what you want when the other people them there as well, Duncan. That's the truth. It's not no bias. I have not said anything. I said anyone can win the game. Yeah. But I think I'm going with Staths because I went with Staths from day one. It was a conversation. But I'm talking about something different. And telling Janual to make sure him having balls. You understand me? Yes. That's what I'm saying. Pick the damn pitting them. We're actually good. That's all I want. I want Jamaica Pitney, not specific people to get what they want. And because their mouth is louder than anybody else. So I want to hear what you say to that, Duncan. If that is not more ballsy. No, man. Duncan is an honest person. Duncan is an honest person. He says what comes to his mind. So I want him to just respond to that. Remember, he says, Jamaica, we're going for it. Why do you think we're watching the Manning Cup? We're watching the Manning Cup to see the quality players. There, you have a lot of quality players there. That has nothing to do with Phoenix Academy. You get me? So hopefully we can just see people get picked. Because we truly see that they are good. You know, and not just the next thing that we try to fight against for the whole time of biased people, looking friends with people and then them get them players them in the team. So that comes like it's just who can make the best friends them get what they want in Jamaica team. It's not honesty, you know. So I'm just open. I never said John Wall is doing that, but I'm saying I hope that's not the case. You understand me? Because I heard how confident he sounds, and that's what happened the last time when he sounded confident. You get me? And when you're watching, you're seeing a talented player over Staths, a few of them. You're seeing some talented players over JC. You're seeing some talented players over Stgc. And maybe it comes down to 4 or 5 spots. Because of the other guys them coming from foreign might take up the other spots them. So I'm just saying share those spots honestly. You know? And give a youth from the ghetto that worked hard and never got any opportunity to go and train with anybody overseas, and him show him actual quality, and he delivers. Give him that opportunity because it showcases that if he had some better opportunities, he would have been even better. So I would chance those guys to go somewhere. That is my take on it, Duncan. So hope you can answer me right there, Duncan. And let me see if I can get people. Okay, we have Juras and Jason Guna here. Juras, good day. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Fortis look like they are better than advertised.
I'm well going, JD. Sorry, me that eat something.
Okay.
Jason, big up. Everybody in the chat. Good morning. So yeah. Well, at the beginning of the season, I said I wasn't expecting much from my former school. I did say that. But since they're doing so well, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. I used to go to the school, so I can't jump on my school.
So what? Why are you being defensive? Truman Collins here jump on bandwagon the other day.
Yeah,
Play in school.
yeah,
See?
you said a couple of days ago, so I'm just making it clear, you know. But yeah, man, the guys them really Staths. My sister was at the game. My older sister went to the game, so she was she was on WhatsApp and I was watching it. So I saw majority of the game. And
Yeah.
Staths, of course, from the statistics, they held position. They just, when it came to the final third, they created some good chances too. I did see a couple of good chances, especially when that guy kicked the ball from like 60 yards or whatever.
Oh,
I thought,
good.
and he hit the bar.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I thought that was a goal, Bridget, because the whole crowd react. All the crowd react, me like, damn, the man them equalize. But them say it wasn't a goal. I would love to see the replay on that though, to see if it did cross the line or it didn't cross the line.
I'm gonna look back at it because I'm gonna look back at it because I looked at it but never really checked to see if it passed the line or anything. I'm gonna do that investigation the next time.
Yeah. I wanted to see if that scored, you know. But yeah, I could talk about Mr. Butler now.
Oh Lord,
not the type of person to talk about people, but come on, bro. Let's just be real. Let's just be frank. And this is why I see. I give the man credit for what he has done. A lot of people say he don't do nothing for Jamaican football. I wouldn't agree on that, right? So I give him credit for what he has done. Does he come across selfish and condescending and all about himself? Yes. And this is where I have an issue with him, and I know a lot of other people has issues with him, because when Rush interviewed him, and then the other guy from the Jomar from This or That Sports interviewed him as well, and he would not give proper credit to the other schools and start going at KC, even though KC wasn't the match he played yesterday. And him not even give credit to St. Catherine. He has one of the oldest teams in the competition. So his lack of not being able to put the ball in the back of the net is no excuse. A lot of the other teams are young. I think Staths is up there too in terms of experience, because they've been playing together from last year.
Yes, some of them, yeah.
Tivoli squad has experience. Hydel squad is kind of new from what I hear. JC has an experienced squad. But let's stick to the teams that he has played, right? He played KC so far. KC have 15-year-old, 16-year-old on the squad. A lot of the squad is basically new coach and them someday. So for him to be using the excuse that, you know what, we never finish. That is no excuse, Virgin. Your players have the experience. And you know what, when he was talking, and when I was just listening to that interview you were playing, I'm thinking about coaching. Because if you have these players together for 3 years and they are not able to put the ball in at the back of the net and finish off from creating chances, that speaks about coaching to me, right? That's a different subject we can go into. But that's how I view it. Him just need to be humble, brethren, and give the people them credit. Just like how he wants people to give him his credit, give the people them him credit. And one more thing I'm going to say. When the people them bring up KC and them and the other schools and JC, you know what him say? Him say, the guy will score from JC, no Phoenix Academy in trainer. Like, it goes back to him giving himself the credit, Virgin. So listen, a man like him, long story short, he is not going to change, because that's how he has found his success, or he feels that way. So I'm not seeing no change in my change. So as I said, it's more entertainment at this point than anything else. I will yield the rest of. I have a lot more I could say.
Hold on, boss. People, we have 145 in the house. Please do hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I am seeing 20 likes here, and we have 39 minutes. That is absolute disgrace. Yes, so I'm gonna call out the people that comes as a freeloader. I'm trying to not hit our like button. So take your time. If you have missed it, the honest persons that have missed it, but that is a freeloader. hit the like button, gets it up to
Man work
200
hard,
because you know the thing go, no man, they will. You have all normal people that will always hit it. So hit the like button, get it up to 200, and we don't have to ask you again. All right, yes. So let me bring
One
in.
more thing, JD.
Oh my
One more thing.
God.
This is a man we say, Manning, when him say Manning Cup, no word playing or whatever it
Yes,
is.
yes. But he,
Manning
he
Cup
said,
should be
but
easy.
hold on. He said he's taking it serious this year, and he has the best team. So that's why we made the receipt video to say, all right then, now we can keep it because he have a lot of people were delusional, you know, we follow him, you know. Almost all of them delusional, you know, and then buy him pillar them a lot. So because him buy him pillar a lot, so I made sure to build a video when him put him information in the star. So I said, all right then, now we're gonna see who know about football more because me I watch all of the teams them. I mean, know you not have the best team or the best players them as well. So let me see it work out now, like we said, and we're gonna take you, we're gonna watch it from this point. And from that, nothing went as Toy talks, you know. Yes. So yeah, continue with Big Boss, but that's the same thing.
The best players, especially his players with experience, gives results, right?
Mm-hmm.
As I said, this goes back on coaching. If your players are so experienced, and if you're saying you have the best squad, why aren't they giving the best results, right? And this is an indictment on him, right? If people really look and listen, are listening with Wema talk about, you know, Bridging, this has a lot to do with coaching and how you're building up the player's psyche before and after a game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And during the periods leading up to the game. But no, Jason probably have a lot to say.
Yeah man. Yeah man. Okay, the people jump up the likes. All right, so a lot of them never bad mind. All right, so the next ones them that are not bad minded, you hit the likes, so past 100 and go to the 200. I think I saw 80 likes now. So you're telling me that 45 likes go on in 2 minutes because I cursed them out. Okay, that's how it goes. So you have to curse them out and tell them that they're bad-minded. Alright, so people, if you know you're not bad-minded, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Let me see if it's going to go over 100 now. Which is weird. Anyways, let me bring in Jason Guna in the building. Jason Guna, how are you feeling?
Well, I've been feeling, you know, pretty good this morning. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening if you're watching it back. But yeah, the game yesterday, I was able to watch like about most of the game. And it was a good match. I thought KC came with a good game plan. It was clear that they came to try to connect and link the play through Daly. And Daly did a good job of that, holding up the ball. Not really the biggest player, but he plays big on the field. So he was a standout. And one thing I have to point out is Mr. Butler made sure to tell you or ask one of the interviewers where they thought Daly came from, you know, who built Daly, you know. So, and he made sure to tell you that he built Dylan John as well. So, like, as you said, JD, you don't really see any other players, like, they don't even exist. It's only Phoenix exists. And I think that is very sad because if you're for Jamaica, you just see every ball and can give people them credit. Because in draw 2 games so far, and all I heard after the game was with Dash Chance, we. So him never even play another team. Him just draw with himself. And I don't know how him do win every game. Can he play against himself every game? But look, the next game, JD, because Staths to me, they just didn't, well, they sound a little like Butler, but they didn't put away the chances. I remember the play, especially when someone cut inside and had the goal.
Yeah, and he blasted it. That was poor finishing.
Just went for power, and he could have just placed it. So, look, on another day, I feel like if they get the equalizer, that game might even turn out different in the end for Staths. But kudos to KC. You know, they always carried that threat through Daly, and the wingers were doing well to run off him. The left footer Smith, and I think it was McLean on the other side. So, yeah, they had a nice game plan in terms of how to be a threat against a Staths team that had more of the ball. I know Drew already talked about it, but that shot from Gooden was something incredible. That blast from way out.
It never crossed the bar, you know. It never crossed the line because I saw the replay.
You saw the paint. Yeah, you saw the paint come up off of the ricochet. So there's no way it could have been over the line if you see paint coming up. There would have been no paint. So yeah, it was a good call from the referees, and I'm glad that no foolishness like that never happened. Maybe the EPL could have watched some Manning Cup and learn how to ref the
No,
game.
no, no, please, God, no, no, no.
But yeah, no, it was an exciting game, and I think it really sets up some mouth-watering ties for the last leg, which I'm sure we will go through. But yeah, JD, I mean, I know it for Staths, and the coach said it, it was a tough loss, and the kids just have to regroup and get back to the drawing board. What do you think is the cutting edge that is missing with Staths? Because I was trying to figure it out. They had a lot of the possession. They created some opportunities, but I would think they didn't create as many as they would want. So what do you think is the disconnect? Why they're not creating?
Because you have a next team playing against, which is Casey. I talked about before coming in. They made sure to stay compact and worked as a team, and that's the main thing. They worked as a team. It was harder to come through the middle. So what they had to do, they forced them out to the wings, and most of their precise passing would have not been as precise as usual. So we have to give credit to Casey.
The spaces were tighter. I think the whole entire back four of KC really deserve an honorable mention, because the two centre backs, especially the captain, Howell, and I can't remember the other CB's name, but they played extremely well. I thought, anytime that Staths did get the ball on top of the area, especially in the middle, it was just too many bodies in the way, and they were able to block the channel. So, kudos to KC and the coaching staff, because for a young team, they were extremely organized on the day.
Yeah. We have two more comments because it's Fanaminat. So go to Fanaminat because his one came up and they'll go to Mirak. As much as Mina rate CB, 2 games versus Casey and St. Catherine, he was the better team. Next thing, JD, you praise 80 as the better team and Clark Jamaica mostly. This just seems a little biased to me. All right. Yeah, that means you never listen to the conversation, none at all. You only take the base of... No, you didn't even take the base. You didn't take nothing. You just say what you want to say. Because I have said the reason why we are arguing this point, it is not about the Mona team. It's about how this guy talked about the other teams. As if like they are nobody. And when you're nobody, you tend to have to go out there and do the job every single time. You have no room for mistakes or error. You get me? And you're still doing it. So we weren't talking about the Mona team there. We tried to separate them. Only time we talked about the Mona team, as in the players on the pitch, was his behavior reflect on them based off when they are under any pressure. They seem to crumble completely and not put up the 100% fight, which their actual skill sets that he said would have said that they could have done. Mr. Fanaminat. So please listen to my conversation properly before you jump to try to... You want to be on the opposite side, no problem. But at least argue my point. My point was not about Mona team. My point was about his behavior towards Jamaica, as how him say at Jamaica might do it for, and his behavior towards the actual teams that he's playing. And it's a schoolboy event that you should be looking for the best players. You get me? And if you put down the next team, it's going to come off away when you can't get the job done and you come out and give a bag of excuse. You get me? You completely forgot that, My goodness. Then we have Mirak. Mirak give his statement right here. Let me go to Mirak said. What is considered the best result? He hasn't lost. The school that's considered the best team lost. What would you say to that now, Jason? Because Mirak trying to say that he never lose, but me starts up on more points. And
yeah, I would say this. He could not lose and still come out of the competition. Because if he draw with Staths, then he's out of the competition. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, you could be undefeated. True. So would he be happy to tell everyone that he's undefeated and don't play no more game in the Manning Cup? You answer, Mirak. Would that be okay?
All right. And for me, all I'm saying is the reason why I was harping on this final game, because when going in, everyone said that they were the two favorites. So expected Everyone expected them to be on the most points. I never expected them to be on the most points because I thought that they were going to miss up on one, and then maybe because KC might be the one that will miss them up on a point. At the time, KC would have a door with St. Catherine in the final game, and because they would have played Staths, and I thought that Staths was slightly better, they would have actually maybe felt the brunt of that. And because they are the individuals that believe that they are better than everybody else, they are not going to want to sit back. They are going to go in 100%, and that can lead for disaster. So I could see 5 goals scoring on them from teams like a team that is very much organized. So that was my calculation on Mirac. So it was down to the style of play of the team and the confidence level of the team. You know, that's why I made my prediction like that. All right. Yes. So go ahead, Big Boss.
Yeah, man. So Mirac, addressing Mirac's comment. This is a results-based sport, right? Well, I forget results. So I just was listening to a clip where he was saying that we haven't lost, like in my brag and boast, and I said we haven't lost any game. I mean, a while ago, I said, like, is he serious? You haven't lost any game, but you're not on top of the table to go through to the semi-final. So you have to get the results. So him saying that we haven't lost any game, what accomplishment is that? That accomplishment is not, as Jason said a while ago, him can go draw the next game against Staths and still not make it. So what accomplishment is that, saying that, okay, you're not lost? No. You can, on paper, you can say, okay, I'm the best team, but if you're not getting the result, you're not the best team. It no matter when nobody wants to say. It no matter what him wants to say. It no matter when nobody wants to say. On paper, you can be the best. You can feel like the best. But if you're not getting that result to move you on to the next level, which is a semi-final, you're not the best team. So Mirac, I can't understand and agree with that point that you're trying to make. So
all right. So let me go to the next set of games now, guys. The next set of games to finalize the Manning Cup side, because we have the roster as well, you know, we want to go through those things, you know. All right. Brian Mighty said, JD, KC have a secret weapon. They have the most tactical, efficient young coach in Jamaica as their asset. Okay, wow. Okay, nice. All right, massive respect. Brian Mighty is saying that KC's coach is a big part of why they are getting results. But a lot of people said that in the chat early on as well. Boss Thomas said, JD, is there any reason? Is there any Phoenix player on the Staths team? Maybe Gooden go there to play 2 times. So if Gooden do something, you might hear. I don't know. But maybe Gooden are one of them, you know. But we will hear it soon, you know. We will hear it. I understand, Warren. Imaxit, I was a butler. I would not do the same thing, because not 5 years ago, Mona was a beating stick. These players need confidence to compete with the chan. Oh, okay. If you're a butler, you would have done the same thing. The approach. Okay, fair enough. I listen more than I comment. And I only comment if I need to. Well, you need to comment and reason with people in the chat as well too. All right, Mr. Warboat Minot. Brian Martin says, Gooden is not a Phoenix player. He's a Cavalier player. I have not said he is. I'm just pointing out the main player that people talking about and say maybe him come and him kick a ball at Phoenix 2 times. Yeah?
If there was a Staths player now that's a Phoenix, we would have known already.
Okay.
Tell you about.
All right.
Still talking the man from last season. He's the only man the Staths have ended up.
All right. So I have nothing. That's not my business, people. All right. So we have not hit 100 likes as yet, people. We have 157. We know say we have at least 45 Butlerites in the chat. So we're not wanting those likes, but the other 10, 15, just hit it to past 100. Then we aim to the 200. All right. Yes. The pillar man them can't really comprehend much, you know. Yeah, man. The pillar man them can't really comprehend nothing at all. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man. If you don't care what you say, they are not looking at it. It don't make no sense. Yeah, man. Them not care. JD, if we was Okay, okay. Oh, yeah, man. Well, that's what I'm saying. I've listened, but I don't know, so I can't say anything else. All right. So, anyways, let me go to the next set of games, them guys. For the Manning Cup. All right. So, Tivoli, Hydel in the final game. Hydel coming into this one on 4 points because they defeated JC 1-0 and also got a point yesterday against Stgc. Tivoli
Yeah,
lost to
man, I say if
JC.
you pronounce it. Tivoli.
Tivoli lost to JC. So who going through? Guys, in who winning this game so we can know who going through.
I go for Hydel to win this one.
Hydel
I
to
think
beat
it's gonna
Tivoli.
be, yeah, I think it's gonna be 3-1.
3-1 Hydel Tivoli. Juras.
Yes, I agree with Jason. I don't know about the 3-1. I would think more likely 3-0, 2-0.
3-0.
Definitely Hydel. Yeah. Hydel is a good team. Man.
Okay. All right. So people in the chat, let me know who you think going through winning that game. All right. I would go with Hydel as well. Think Hydel will win it. I think it will be 2-1 still. I am giving Tivoli some respect because they're going to try and fight, you know. Yes, so because Tivoli, like last year, they finished with the same attitude, the same, fighting attitude, and that took them through the Walker Cup, right? So they want to build from somewhere. They're not going to just come and pack it in. They want to build from somewhere. You know that the Spanish Town massives them want to fight, So 2-1 Hydel winning it. So that means we see Hydel winning the group then, right, people?
Not necessarily.
Okay, all right. Then we will get to the next one then. All right, because look, I just have something else to say, but we will get to it. 1 second, sir. All right. Brian Michael said a very strange thing, but always have players from their 8 and we never know about them until they turn 16. Quite strange. That is coming from Mr. Brian Mighty. Then we have a super chat in the building.
What a comment.
Yes, but Brian Mighty is an investigator, so yes. It's like United says, thanks.
Sorry,
Yeah.
JD.
Mr. United says, JD, I know when your parents told you not to tease Madman. All right, we are not going to. Oh Lord. Omar Fowling says, Hydel 2, Tivoli 0. All right. Mirak says the ref fight out Tivoli. All right. So the ref fought out Tivoli people. All right. Let me know if you agree with Mirak. All right. Winston says one should never take KC for granted. The brave may fall but never yield. Okay, well, they are very brave and they are doing good. All right, so let me give them their credit. Warren says Hydel. Mirak says 1-1 Tivoli and Hydel. All right, so I guess he's giving Tivoli more credit. All right, Boston said JC and Hydel to go through from this group. People, we don't hear the next 2 teams playing. All right, don't worry yourself. People are sleeping on Hydel. No. One Hydel, one love. All right. Is the ref a police? I don't know. All right, let me move on to the next big game. All right, the next big game is JC versus St. George's. Good Lord. St. George's won their first game against Tivoli. Scored 2 goals, no response. So that is +2. They are on at this point, yes. So they are technically atop because they've scored more goals, right? Right, Jason?
Yes.
Yes. They are going to go up against JC. So one of the big dogs might be out. Do you see a case when any of, like both of these guys go through?
I don't, because I think Hydel is going to win their match. So that 7 points will have them through. One of the big dogs will drop out.
Juras, you agree as well? One of the big dogs going home.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't
Damn.
see JC losing. I don't see. I think JC is gonna come out guns blazing for this one. They know what's at stake, so I don't see them losing. So I really see Georges going through, even though Georges for me was an unexpected team that did really well this season. Wasn't expecting them to do so well, but we know Coach Burtis is already.
All right. So Drew is saying that he does not see Georges losing. So Georges knocking out the champion. Wow. So the champion not making it through. Damn. All right. So Omar falling to Stgc 3, JC 2. Wow. Name Smith says JD is a ghost pin. I don't know what that meant. El Padrino, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Says 2-2. That would put JC through. No, KC through. No. STGC through, and JC has to wait on results and hoping that Tivoli beats Hydel. That's the only way. So I do agree with the panel that it's a strong chance if JC don't win this game, they are going out. You know, it's a strong chance that they are going out. The case of them can't beat Georges or won't beat Georges, I think that is up in the air. I think this is a true 50-50 game, you know, and I have a feeling that JC will win. Yes,
Yeah,
people.
I'm gonna go against you like normal.
Yes.
Georges will win this match.
JC Georges, all right. JC Georges, all right. STGC, all right. I think JC will salvage your pride by going through. All right, guys. Let me know if you're getting any stock itching. Let me know if you're getting any itching. All right. So now we have St. Catherine versus Kingston College. Let me know if you guys are hearing me. Just put yes in the chat. And let me know if you're getting any logs. Let me know. Jason, Kingston College versus St. Catherine. Because you talked early. As if like St. Catherine got beat up KC, you know? So let me hear what you have to say.
I think this match is going to actually end up in a draw.
A draw?
This match is going to end. Yes, it's going to be 2-2.
Okay, 2-2.
Desmond.
Okay, so 2-2. So with 2-2, that would put KC on 5 points. Yes, 5 points. Wow. So let me hear. I want people to give your take. People, you need to give your take on this because we want to see how you guys looking at it. Determine. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. And all the people that hit like button so far, massive respect. We have passed the 100. Let me go to the 200 now. All right. Yes, preferable 150 because the amount of people here throughout the early morning. Drew Ross, how are you looking at the KC versus St. Catherine? Take away a bias out of it and tell me if Catherine beating up KC. Hold on. Oh, Drew Ross is not here. Okay, Drew Ross is not here. All right, Omar Fowling says KC 2, St. Catherine 1. And Warren says 3-2 KC. And Determined says it's clear. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. For me, yes, I agree. KC winning this game over St. Catherine. It's going to be close because Catherine has something to fight for in the final game. So I would say 2-1. I'm going with the 2-1 right there. Yeah, man, massive respect at El Granier, man. Thanks for the continuous support. And everyone, thanks for the continuous support. All right? Even though you didn't beat me every time. Yes. Why don't you score all you want? The video is here. And you listen to me. Yeah, listen to me. All right, so let me move on now. Okay, we're getting scored just the same. Patrick Cameron says,
yeah, man, let me comment now. Go on.
Catherine 2, KC 1. Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so man saying KC getting knocked out. Wow. All right, damn. Then we have Mr. United says KC 2-0. El Padrino says KC 3-1. All right. So KC, majority of the personals says. All right, yes. So let me move on to the next one in the Manning Cup so we can decide who is going through. All right. St. Andrew Technical versus Mona. How you look at that one game, Jason?
Well, I think this game, obviously, all the eyes will be on it. You know, and that I think that when it's all said and done, teams score goals. But I think that Staths will score more on the day. And I probably see it being a 3-1 win for Staths.
3-1. 4 goals, 3-1
Yeah.
to Staths. Oh, Lord. That would, oh, God. I think I do see a lot of goals as well because remember, it's the final game for everybody. And obviously, Mona plays all-out football. Now they're going to play all-out football. You know, worst if they go behind. So I could see multiple goals in this one. I want to say 4-2 St. Andrew Technical. 6 goals in this one. 4-2 St. Andrew Technical. Because I think Mona will not stop. And it's going to be a cracker for the entire 90 minutes, you know? Yes, and all sorts of things will be taking place on the sideline. All right, yes. Jason, I have not said anything. So why are you laughing? All right, so
you know, yeah,
something what came to your mind when I said something like that? Oh Lord!
No, because I remember I heard reports at the last time.
Oh Lord, you know, I set me up now, you know. I set you up and never that me talk about you. You see it? Oh my God.
I never wish nothing like that for nobody. I just want
so that me try to you set me up. You set me up. That me
no,
try
and
to.
then you would think the same. You wouldn't want it like that. I know.
All right. So, Maxwell said that is a biased perspective, JD. 4-2. Wow. All right. You know what?
It could happen.
All right. So let me go through the chat. The chat have a lot of comments, you know, man. All right. So let me see. Mirak says 1-1. Mirak always go with them dry here. 1-1 St. Catherine, KC. Marcella says 4-1 Staths. Wow. That would be a beat down. Damn, I don't see it so wide. 4-2 would be more the balance because it could have been 3-3 going in to the latter stage. So I said 4-2. So Maxwell, that's why I said that. All right, oh Lord. So why you never beat Marcelo up to the top with the 4-1? All right, so El Granero says Staths Mona 1-1. All right, Staths Mona 1-1 would have favored Staths as well because that would have put them on 4 points. Yes, so that could have been a good one. Mirak says 2-1 Staths. Oh God. And Mr. Unite says 2-0 Staths. Mona will advance. Young King Entertainment says. So why you not? You have to give your score line so we can come back and say Young King Entertainment says this. All right. Then we have Cameron Staths winning. Give me a prediction, Big Boss. Omar Fowling said, think it will be close with all the emotions. Staths 3-2. All right, so I said 4-2. So everyone's saying it close to that, and you, Maxwell, come out and give me an answer. Critical says 3-0 Staths win. Oh Lord, these are worse score lines than mine, you know. All right. Anyways, Jason, we have something here, guys, that we want to put up on the screen. I know you guys might, and MP94 said 3-0 Staths. So by that statement is KC Staths will be going through. Let me try and see if I can get the poll to see how the poll looks. Where is the poll? So guys, we have the Guatamala. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe on the system, but I'm not seeing it.
See there. KC and Staths 46%. Staths and Mona 27%. KC and Mona 21%. St. Catherine and Mona 6%. So
okay. So
looks like KC and Staths in the lead, right?
Okay,
now.
just as though they voted. Okay, just as though they voted.
Yeah.
Yes. That's, all right. So hopefully,
so people talk the truth with them predictions because they vote that way as well.
Yes, so Maxwell says that it was not from our side. All right, so this is we know you guys might not want to hear about this game, but the Guatemala squad to face the Jamaica squad to face Guatemala was released on TVJ as well as people sending it to me. But obviously, I think we should have some changes because people saying that Lambert got knocked out. That was as to how I reported it yesterday. It was accurate. His team advanced. I don't know by what metric. Maybe Jason can explain because the first one ended 2-1.
Yeah, so you know the MLS has to try to be like the sports in America. So what they're doing is a series. It's a best of three. So they lose the first game, and then in the second game they went through on penalties. So there's a third game to play, and the third game is on the day of the Guatemala match. So there's no way that Kevin Lambert can be there two plays one time. So he will not be in the squad.
Yeah. All right. So yes, so we are correct on Lambert can't make it, but this is a squad regardless because that's how they do things. To be honest, Lamont Rochester. Last time I heard about him, he played in the U20s. No, I heard about him after, but last time we saw him played was I think in the U20s. Yeah, John Bell. So John Bell is one that we have to look up. All right. So John Bell. I will look up all of them after to show you. All right. Yes. So John Bell and Lamont Rochester. What you made of these players, Jason?
So Lambert Rochester, obviously left back, played with under 20s, now with Chicago 2, MLS Next Pro. One for the future, one that makes sense for a squad like this because you want to have some continuity from the youth levels and everything. And I thought he did a decent account of himself in that tournament. And I'm sure that he's been developing at a decent rate because those MLS youth academies, you're getting proper coaching, proper nutrition, proper exposure. So, hopefully we can see an improvement from him and he get a little game time. But I am okay with Lamont Rochester. Bell, a player that was a former youth representative for the US, centre back, left-footed. Not the tallest centre back, I believe he's about 6 foot, but he's in the MLS now with St. Louis, but he did not get much game this season. I think he played about 6 times. And at times had to go down to the MLS Next Pro to get some minutes. But one that we can look at, maybe the coach wants to find more left-footed options around the back, in the centre-back role especially. So we'll see what he can offer.
All right. So we have Kyle Duncan, Tayvan Gray, Kevin Lambert, which we just talked about, Javain Brown, Romario Williams, Devon Williams, Tyreek Magee, right there, Deshane Beckford, Jamali Waite, Amal Knight, Trayvon Reid, Dujan Whisper Richards, and the person that came under saying that I disrespected the player because I never spelled his name right. It was just given to me and I just posted it. I never even checked it. So Richard Crawford, just stop fight against me, no, man. I have no time for them stuff here. Yes. Damario Phillips, Jamai Topey, Ramon Hall, Shanil Thomas, Shaquille Bradford, Kyle Ming, and Richard King. So Jason, Tayvan Gray, Kyle Duncan.
Yeah, so these two players basically are similar type players. They both play right back, hybrid centre backs when they were youth players. Duncan did also play for the under-20 USA, just like Tayvan Gray, and they both play in New York, one for Red Bulls and one for New York City. And at the beginning of the season, Duncan wasn't starting, but has sewn up the starting position and did play in the playoff games that they had, but they have been knocked out. So he is eligible to come because his season is now finished. So he should be there. He's 26 years old, so we'll get to see what kind of ability he has. He's basically a more experienced version than Gray, even though I would say Gray has more game time in the last few years with the clubs.
All right. So you see him as a player that could rival for a spot in the team?
Yeah,
or not?
I do. I think, I do. I think when you look at the right back options, I think we have a good right back core, but at times, if any of those players are down, some of the options that they have in reserve are not the best. So maybe as like a second, third string option at right back, Duncan could have a shout. And with Latibo there still being a central midfielder, we still need some right back cover, So I am okay with it. I do see that this squad has 3 right backs in it though, so I'm not sure if maybe they want to look at Duncan in a more central role as well. I'm not sure, but it's just kind of weird that there's 3 right backs in a 20-team squad, a 20-man squad, or 20. How many players is it? 21.
21, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out how that's gonna work if all 3 of them can get a game. But
remember, Kyle Duncan can play midfield as well, right midfield, something that what he would have wanted, because he never had no right midfielder, as well.
That is true. That is true. Maybe they're looking at him more advanced, because he can play right midfield as well. But that's kind of in a right wing backish type of role. I don't know if he's. But look, he's a professional player, so he probably can play different roles. But I don't know. It seems like the theme that we always want to play players in different places, some way they actually play most of the time. But I don't know why we have to do that. But yeah, no, that's the one thing that I noticed when I saw Duncan's name, and then I saw Gray's name, and then I saw Javain Brown's name as well. That was kind of curious to me, because I don't see why you would need so many for one position. But other than that, I mean, the team, we pretty much call most of the local players that would get a chance more than likely.
Yeah. Just wanted to give out the information on the new players and for the people I'm listening. Kyle Duncan played 28 games in the MLS, started 22, and I managed the minutes of 75. So he's a regular. He's a regular, and he's from New York Red Bulls. So you can go and check him out. I think that is good. That is good, because I want to read this actual squad, and I like what I saw just a while ago. John Bell is the next one that came in. It is Jonathan Bell.
Yeah, his full name is Jonathan Bell.
Okay.
He go by John.
Okay, so Jonathan Bell, yet again, our next 26-year-old player. He's left-footed, and he's a centre-back. So, yeah, so you're seeing it here. And next one from St. Louis City. I'm trying to get the information on him, but they're not showing the additional one. So he's our next new one that came in, and Lambert, Rochester. We know about Rochester because it's our player from the youth level. So those are the only ones. The only ones that we brought in new to the Jamaica setup? Those 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Bell and Duncan, I believe, on this squad, those are the only 2 that we have never called before.
Okay. So what you guys... Go ahead.
I was just saying, this might be Bradford's first call-up. I don't think he ever made a Jamaica squad before. I could be wrong though. Brian might know.
No, Shaquille Bradford is a... Shaquille Bradford is a Jamaican born player, right? So
okay.
Yeah, I'm talking overseas person coming in, like new players to the system. Because Bradford, I saw enough of Bradford, in the JPL, right?
Yeah,
it's the same Bradford, right?
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I saw enough of him. Yeah. He's a solid player, man. I like him as well too. So I'm okay with who they have added. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna switch over. Let you see the list. This is the list, guys. Let me go back through it so we can have that conversation. Thank you, J Taylor, Richie. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Let me drop the link so if the guys that want to come in and chop it up, they can. Guys, smash a like button, share and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the list, and you can go and check it yourself. All right, Lamont, Rochester. John Bell, Kyle Duncan, Tavon Gray, Kevin Lambert, which is questionable. I think it's not questionable. He's not going to make it. Javain Brown, Romario Williams, Devon Williams, Tyreek Magee, Deshane Beckford, Jamali Waite, Amal Knight, Trayvon Reid, Deshane Richards, let me make sure I say it properly because you know the pillar man them will beat you up. Damaria Phillips, Jamai Topey, Ramon Howell, Shaniel Thomas, Shaquille Bradford, Kyle Ming, Richard King. So Jason, what say you on the goalkeepers selection?
Not surprised. I mean, both of the keepers have been a part of the system. Their seasons are finished. They both had good seasons. I know Waite's team finished with one of the highest points in the regular season. Knight was a starter, and I believe he did captain the team a few times as well this season. So they both had decent seasons and have been a part of the program. So it makes sense for them to play in this game for me.
Okay. So, would you want to chop up a best 11, or it could have looked, to give the people an accurate prediction as to what we should expect from the Jamaica team? All right, no, we have to ask. We have to ask. You know, I don't own the workplace that you're at, and I don't own your house. You know. So I don't want the people to fire you. Then they come and tell me that, oh, no, I am not having any big money for Jason at all, you know. I can't pay Jason. Taxes are too high. All right, so let me slide over to the graph here. We're going to try and put in all 21 players, and then we make how the team would have looked so far. So in goal, think it's a no-brainer if Waite comes and Amal Knight, which I thought that Amal Knight the last time played good against Suriname. I know that Marlon and those man talk about him throw one in the back of the net. Totally understand.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad error, but to be honest, everything else he did in both games was solid, so you can't really go around that as well.
All right. So we have to put Waite in goal, people. I know that, yeah. Amal Knight, good player, but I think he's not going to get the throne over Waite. At this point, Waite even a fight for the first spot, you know. A lot of people don't want to admit that, but he's definitely putting some good performances for Jamaica. All right. Parish doesn't come in. We so frightened for foreign players. We forgot Antonio is not a striker. I don't know. I think he just come every day and talk a bunch of crap. You know? Yes, he just talk a bunch of crap. So, yeah, so let me just leave you alone. I think this is not the day for your parish council. We have asked Corey for the other day, and it looked like a turn up for talk foolishness.
JD, see somebody in the comment section definitively say Young Kings Entertainment. Waite should be starting over Blake.
Yeah, but I think he has a case. We have to. It's just because of our biased behavior of a man a star. So that's it. You know, the last time I said I thought that Waite played better. It's like people want to bully me to say that Blake have to start. They don't care. You understand me? So based on I said it, I think Waite played better for Jamaica in the last of the games than Blake. So the man have to start in this one. So we got one game. We got one position.
It's the off season now, and he was rated one of the highest in championship this season. So you know, maybe
fan of mine that says madness. You see it? Them already start beat me. So let me just don't go because Blake is not in his team. So I'm not going to spend time fighting with them. All right? Yes, I'm not going to. We are not going to fight over. We're not going to fight them. All right, Blake is not here, so they can't fire Waite. All right, Waite is going to be in a damn goal, regardless of what you guys think. All right, yes. So we're not gonna wait until Blake come back. All right, so let me go at the back line now.
Back line.
The right back spot. Who would the right back spot will go to?
Right back, boy, that's a tough one, you know, because we have. It's gonna be between.
Or you see a back three system. Then.
Who is coaching the game? No, Halgrim.
Okay, yeah, Halgrim. Go ahead.
I thought we get a new coach. Yeah. So the right back. Alright. And this is so. Are we picking what we would pick?
Yeah, just because people just want to see something like what we explain about the players and why we put them in that position.
All right. So for me, may I start Javain Gray. at right back.
Tayvan Gray. All right, so Tayvan Gray. Jason says, let me know, guys, who do you go for as the right back? So Tayvan Gray made the slot there. All right. All right, people, I've never started a fight. All right. Tayvan Gray makes the right back spot. All right, so let me just put it out there so people can see. All right, so this is what we have. So we'll put Tayvan Gray as the right back right now, because this is how it's going to set, center back, and we know our system, 2 in midfield. Let me put it over here. 2 in midfield. No, why am I? Why have I always put this 7 can go over here, 6 and 8 here, 9. 9 should be up here, so the 10 should be a little bit off the 9. You know, this is the right setup. Yes. So this is how it looks, guys, for us early on. All right. This is how it looks early on. We have 2 spots so far. All right. Yes. So let me go back now. Big Bad Magee starts for you, Jason, or not? We're gone too far. No, I'm just chubby. JD, if the coach start Brown over Gray, I'm confused. All right. So let me go back to picking the team. All right. Yes. I was just giving some trouble. You know, because we have centre backs. So you have centre backs. Yes. So so easily, my boy would have came in as a centre back, right?
Richard King going to start.
Richard King as a centre back. All right. Topey and Richard King.
Why?
Or no, because you have a next quality player there. So King and my boy, they would have been the centre back, the next one that we brought in.
Okay, yeah. So Kyle Duncan and King.
All right, Kyle Duncan and King. All right, so Kyle Duncan and King. Yes, yeah. They said Topey is fast and stronger now, you know. And I saw him. He's faster and stronger, you know. So and to be honest, the last time he played, he looked better than King. So why is it King just automatically get a start over Topey?
But I don't think Kyle Duncan going to play centre back though. So Topey are going to start.
So Kyle Duncan, where he's going to play?
Right midfield or right back.
Okay, good lord. All right, so Topey in the team. All right, Topey in the team.
Topey and King reform the partnership from.
All right, so Topey and King in the team. They said Kyle Duncan might not play. Topey right here. So we'll just keep them on the field for now. Yes. So let me go in the middle of the department. The middle of the department now. So middle of the department.
Left back.
Give me left back, yeah. Yes, Topey is faster than his normal speed. Your leader right below your comments.
Topey faster than his normal speed.
Yes, right? He's getting faster, people. All right.
Leader, you see start Topey, my starting leader. All right. Left back, I'm going to play John Bell at left back.
John Bell at left back. So now we are dropping in John Bell as one of the left backs them. So John Bell as left back. Good lord. All right. So let me put in John Bell and take out Kyle Duncan, which I think that shouldn't have gone up on, but we will work with it, you know.
If Kyle Duncan start, he would have started. But I feel like the coach are going to great start. I'm kind of did it before.
Okay. Kyle Duncan should start at right back. He's in form. Okay, leader, don't worry yourself. It look like you help pick that team here, you know. We just talk about it, you know. Sports prophecy. John Bell, he's a young player in America. You know, or not a young player, but 26-year-old Jason, 26, 25.
Yeah, he's 26.
26-year-old player that's in good form. Plays majority of the positions at the back. You know, based on what I saw, he looks like a composed player that has good passing range. So, and he looks like he's composed under pressure. You know, and he's composed. Sorry, because under pressure or out of pressure, whatever. He's composed, and I think we want more of those players in the team, regardless of their skills, their levels. You know, you just put them in the team, and I think they can still give you something different from what we used to, like just rushing it forward and stuff. So I think you could see something from him, which is much more composed. That's why I'm sorry that he never played closer to the right hand side rather than left hand side still, you know, because I wanted to see if we can fix some problems over the right hand side. But we have a new team, so I understand why you put him over the left back side. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
go.
is him or Rochester? I
Is
feel like the coach gonna go for the experience at left back a little more, you know. Even though he don't have no experience, he's more experienced as a professional.
all right. So Drake would have said, JD, you realize this squad includes 7 former Harborview FC players. 1 view. Okay, no problem. You can have the view what you want. Take it. So let me move on. In midfield now. In midfield. All right. Look how we are going to lose this game, and people are going to cuss Al Grimson. No, well, at least we are making people know the players in Fanaminat, so people can judge off that and know the situation as well. And that's the reason why we have these conversations, so we can take off the beating off Al Grimson from time to time, and also educate the people and the players. So in midfield now, Jason, let me see a midfield. I am waiting for a midfield. So Speedy starts 100% in that midfield.
Yes.
I think so. Yes, I think so. I think so. Yes. And somebody. Yes. So who is that next somebody? Magee?
The other somebody for me is going to be. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the team. It have to be Magee. Tyreek Magee.
Magee so deep.
Williams can sit like a deep and Magee, you know, play the like how Kera Anderson did that play.
And Magee play like how Kira Anderson play.
Yeah, like the more box to box.
Alright, you know what? Let me put a zigzag here, so make it look more sane, you know. So,
Zigzag.
a zigzag here, yes, and then make sure this man stay back. So Magee have is.
You know what? No.
So one to my boy there, Howell.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Howell play as with Williams.
No, that me I think say you gonna say Howell. Me think you gonna say Howell long time.
I'm gonna play Magee in the center forward / Cam. You know.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought you would have done. But Ramon Howell. Ramon Howell, I think would go in this position. Even though I know a lot of you guys might not like it, but it is what it is, you know. So that is 7 of the players that we got so far. All right, then wide areas now. Wide areas, big boss.
Wide area now. I think the Mario Phillips get a game.
Demario Phillips starts here because he's in the normal team, so I guess he starts in the left midfield side, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure which side I'm going to start on. Okay,
I think he's gonna go over the left.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the left, and then Whisper gonna be on the right.
Yes, and we have Whisper in the team as well, so he can definitely go over the right hand side. Is that true? Would you start him, to be honest? Because you have the others that just came in, you know.
Yeah, I would probably maybe start.
Deshane Beckford, you wouldn't start Deshane Beckford over him.
Yeah, Deshane Beckford. More than likely.
Guys, Whisper or Deshane Beckford, who you guys go for as the right midfielder? Listen to the position. Deshane Beckford as a right midfielder. Which one you will go for? All right, let me know. Or you could include. No, you wouldn't want to include any one of the defenders. Them. Warren Webster said, "Whisper, I go start." We ask you which one you would start, so we can talk to you. Mr. United says Beckford. Jason, you agree? You agree to Whisper or Beckford? Mirak says Whisper.
Yeah, I don't think Whisper suit the wide midfield role. If I'm going to start Whisper, I would have to be in the role where Magee going to start for me.
Alright, so people saying Beckford, Mr. Revolution, so Whisper have to start, no brainer. So he doesn't know where he's gonna start on the field, he doesn't care, him have to start. Cause we just go through positions, you know. Yeah.
Start Romario up front with Magee and Beckford right, Phillips left.
Alright. Remember people, the player can play more than one position. We're talking about right midfield. So based on what you saw him did at right midfield, are you satisfied to say that he can play right midfield better than Beckford? I want to say that is not accurate, you know, at all. I think Beckford starts as a right midfielder over him. You understand me? So we'd have to move up Whisper into the rival ranked with Magee to play behind the striker. Because remember, he's not a striker.
May I look on the squad right now? I'm going to change one of my players then.
Hold on, let me put in Beckford. Beckford and then who you want to change. We're going to add who you want and then we can change it.
Yeah, I just want to take out the Mario Phillips and start Trayvon Reid instead.
So Trayvon Reid you're going for right there, Trayvon Reid. Alright, so and then let me put Whisper in. So he could be on the list so far. So Beckford made it in. Jason said he's taking out Phillips, putting Trayvon Reid over this side as well. Alright, let me hear the comment section. Magee, no, it's going to be between one of them. Sherman Scott said, JD, answer this. You think Ravel should have been called up to this squad just like Whisper 2? Yes. I think this was the best opportunity to call him. And I don't know if they had called him. You know? Yes. They can interchange any one of the places they want them to play, right or left. Yeah, I think so. Now we are going to go up at the top now, and then we are going to ask again. So for the attacking midfielder role, because we give Beckford, because Beckford can play in that position as well. Now we have a lot of people fighting for this position. So we have Magee fighting for this position. We have Whisper fighting for this position. We have Romario Williams fighting for this position. We have Shaniel Thomas fighting for this position as well, but he can play lone striker as well. So Shaniel Thomas would, and I rate this kid not highly, you know. I am very sorry, you know. I actually rate Shaniel Thomas above Whisper, you know. At this point, you know, I actually rate him because of his position in ability as a central striker. You understand me? So I rate him highly, and good job he did in the Concacaf. So we can't dismiss the youth. All right. So who you put in as a 10, Big Boss? Who you put in as a 10? Shaniel Thomas, Whisper, Tyreek Magee, Romario Williams. Who else I've missed out on?
So base pound farm. Jano Star. It's a little tough, but I'm going to say I start Shaniel Thomas and Romario Williams. Shaniel Thomas in the roaming role and Romario as the well. No, you know what? I play Romario behind Shaniel because.
So Shaniel play the striker for you?
Yes.
All right.
I make Romario play in the freer role, like what him, because when Romario played for us with the main team, that was where I saw him. So I would think the coach want to continue to put him in that role. You know what I'm saying?
Revolution above me out. I say, JD, you rate everybody that can kick a ball above Whisper. Oh my God. We are picking a formation, and I'm putting the players in the formation to compare with each other.
Win the game.
And him say, oh, so Mr. Revolution, so you think that Whisper is better than Shaniel Thomas at this point? After the games that you saw him played and the limited games that he played, and you saw what Shaniel Thomas did to good opposition as well. So if you said yes, no problem. I think one of his biggest strengths is positioning, and that's why I would have put him on the field. I think the worst part of Whisper's game is his actual positioning at this level, because that's what you were complaining as well. So if one is finishing, because he can finish, and his positioning is good, his stamina level is even better as well, because he runs for days. So what? Because the man playing at the JPL, we can't give him no credit? The next one to play football, none at all, and just play for the national team. So you can't. That is called flat out bias. No. We never put. Look at the screen. You see how you saw. Phillips is not in the starting 11. We couldn't find a player for the position, and Jason take out Phillips and put in Javain Reid. So you're not watching. You're not watching the show. You're just saying things. It's so like funny. He's not on the field. We took him off the field as well and put in Javain Reid, and you still want the fight.
Mr. Revolution, tell you why. Because in my brain, me I say me I pick my team, but then still I let the influence of who been on the team. I'm say, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna pick my team. So that's why I can't bench anybody who want to bench because I'm my team.
All right.
I predict. This is not a predicted 11. This is just we are trying to build a team.
Mr. Rose says, JD, it's the same thing you said about Colin Anderson last year. The bias getting too obvious now. I've described the type of player of Colin Anderson, and the guy did go out and did something, and he gets a move to somewhere, Mr. Revolution. So, what is wrong with the player? The player did his job. So why? It's like we have to pick a player, and we can't reason with no logics. We can't reason with no logics to pick my player over an next player. You're not going to get me to be a fanboy of nobody. I'm going to go with the players that I've seen enough of. You get me? Obviously, maybe Whisper got a chance in bigger games that the competition is much more harder, hence why he got exposed a little bit worse than the others. But we have to take up what people give we. We can't make up stories and we don't see it. Alright? Whisper have to start in. He's a regular in the original squad. How can he bench? So how can the next man bench in the next squad? In a lesser squad? Of course, because you want to do something. Alright, look. Alright, no, let me answer this because this is what we have, We can't put him on the right midfield side. We think we'll come to that conclusion that we can't put him on the right midfield side because it does not work at all. So, Romario Williams right there. Be honest to yourself. Romario Williams, he played in 2 games. He came on. He made Jamaica qualify. Romario Williams made Jamaica qualify. Tell me that's a lie. Jason, Romario Williams single-handedly made Jamaica qualify by creating 2 and also won the penalty. Whisper was on all of those teams. Did he make Jamaica qualify to this round? So, are you going, and watching the player, are you going to put Whisper over Romario Williams? No. So that is just one spot, which is a striker spot they put Thomas in. So reason with logic, people, man. Reason with logic and stop on the foolishness. Reason with logic.
Again, Dre, me now try to predict the 11. Just I put what me would have picked if me have these players, me pick them. And them pick this 11, me would have picked to play the game. But I understand. If you want to do that exercise, then we can do it another time. But right now, we are just pick a team.
Oh, Lord. People, if you have your team, call in Mr. Revolution. Call in and give your things them. Since you want to go back on what people said before, make sure you call in and give me your list.
So JD, everybody have beat the thing because them have said the coach now go do this and the coach now go do that. But me I try explain to them that is not what this was.
Yes, this is that's why that's why them say we're biased. Mr. Revolution, this channel is just an anti-whisper and it's really obvious. Okay. Well, this channel is one of the only channel that talk football. So it makes perfect sense because it's going to be about football. And that is the difference, This channel is one of the only channel that talks football. And that's why it's going to always be the anti of what you think. Because if the player don't do something, me can say something. You couldn't fight the statement of Romario Williams, so you have to go for some other metrics. You see, them can't argue,
No, but JD, understand, for me, at the stage of where Whisper is in development, I think the best role for him if he's going to be in Jamaica team is the last 10 to 15 minutes of the game. That is the one.
I agree. I actually agree.
The game is stretched. The decision making, it will not have to be as fast. He'll have a little more space to create. And him just want to get on him left foot and release a shot. And he'll have the time and space to do it when the game is stretched. So I think that is his role if he's going to be in Jamaica team. Bring him on in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, I agree to bring him on as well. Mr. Revolution again. Remember you guys recently saying Bailey should have been benched. You always getting it wrong. Mr. Revolution, I think you listen with a different side of your body. Alright? Just stop telling lies on people, brother. Just stop telling lies on people and just stop in lies, yeah, man. Alright? Yeah, man. You can't call in to make people hear what you say and then we just document what you said and then move on. Yeah, that's all I wanted. I just baited you to call in, you know, but you never tried to call in so people can hear what you have to say because you now make no sense. Because you say me did I say Bailey for bench. I was saying Bailey to bench and I was the one telling people that Bailey actually playing better with the games and that he's not scoring in. You so lion wicked is my youth. Let's go on, man. Let's go on, man. You just make up stories for sell a narrative. Patrick, big up yourself. Why we don't build the starting team around the players who understand the coach system? Patrick Irwin, I've watched the games and it's not people actually there understand the coach's system, because when they go on the field some of them still don't understand the coach's system, included Whisper, I think. Because if he understood the coaching system, he would have been in the right position. And I'm not going to lie to you. That when the game finished, you know what? How wicked you guys are. You were the same one in the game telling me the youth need to come off the field because he don't know what he's doing on the field. But now you guys are coming back again to sell the same narrative. So we should need to just feel to get over the line. Or to get over the line that you perceive that line as. You must be mad, man. So I don't think it's not necessary who is there understand the coaching system. I don't necessarily think that.
Well, I look on the team, I want to change something.
Mr. Revolution said, only an Imaxit USL players can start over Premier League bound players. I don't know the Premier League bound player, you know. And you are telling me that, you know, and me hear stories, you know, until me see it, I will talk about that. So stop making up stories and stop selling narratives. And that's the thing. You're so like funny, you keep on doing that. So we keep on feeding a ego. We keep on feeding a ego rather than having little sense. Mr. Revolution. You get me? My goodness. Didn't Romario look better than players that's playing in the Premier League? The other time the youth play. You see it? You say we're biased. First it came on my channel. I am against Jamaican born players. So now I'm saying Romario played better than even some of our Premier League players them. And then now, when it proves that I'm not biased, you start move the goalpost now. Well, Romario played better than Premier League players on the day. So not Premier League bound players, already made Premier League players. So what you have to say about that? You sound ridiculous the more you continued. So stop. You're not making any sense. Alright? Stop. The man, so Jesse, you believe in him madness, yeah? So you did not believe that Romario played better than other players on the field the other day, Jason? I'm going over the top then. Because I want the hype of Romario. Because that's what he's saying here.
No, Romario was very effective. Romario, like all the goals that were scored, he had a hand in them, most of them. I think we scored 4 goals the last window. And I think he had something to do with 3 of them. But over the last 2 windows, he had a lot of contribution, draw a penalty. So yeah, he's been effective. You can't go around it, no matter where he play.
People, let us stop disrespect the footballers. If a man come in and play good, we only can reward him back rather than try to support the guy. I watch the video now, and him know him won the penalty, forgive me a chance to get back to leveled in Jamaica, and then him go and get 2 goals, and also 2 goals are 1 goal and an assist him get, right?
Yeah. 1 goal, 1 assist.
Yes, 1 goal and an assist.
Draw a penalty.
And drawing a penalty. Be honest to yourself, Mr. Revolution. You no sound biased now, Mr. Revolution. Be honest to yourself as a human being. You no sound bias because if I one spot, you know, and you want to put the next player in the one spot when the next player play 50 million games. And we keep on talking about a kid. So you know, realize that 2 games Anderson play. So why are we talking about Anderson so good? And Anderson only 1 year older than him. So no, but we are trying to figure you out, Mr. Revolution, and showing you all your bias, you know. I am 100% sure that on Saturday Whisper will be starting, so it's all good. Go ahead and pick your bias team. Oh my God! So you can't reason logical. You can't. So poor the coach just bias, and the coach just want to pick a player for give him more cap or something. You don't know what the coach think. Maybe it has nothing to do with football. You understand me, Mr. Revolution? You don't know. So we could be accurate, you know, based off footballing metric. We could be accurate. Oh, you can't hold the sensible reasoning. Wow. You know what? Romario, you have to come off of the field. No matter how much goal you score, because you never get bought for a Premier League team, which I am not sure if that is factual. You know, I don't know what's up. I don't know if you get by for a Premier League team and going into a Premier League team. I don't know. But Romario can't start. You can't play. Shaki Thomas, you can't play because you just playing in the Concacaf and score and be one of the best players in the Concacaf. But you can't play because you have a kid here. Them same go at Chelsea and him going to the Premier League. So him for play over everybody. When him play 10 times and him impress me to this day out of the whole entire 10 times. So, I don't know what to tell you. You can't get in the game because I be a bias from Jamaica. So, you pack up and go play for United States. No, you can't get in the game at United States. Move for one of the small island them and play for one of the small island because I be a bias from Jamaica and we're not going away. Yeah. Go ahead now, big boss.
Yeah, yep. No, I know this what the coach got to brother, but yeah, I want to. But one thing when I look on the screen, I would have changed. I wouldn't start Trevor and Reid now that Maria.
Okay. Yeah. Oh God, you see me man bullying Jason into. Oh, who you gonna start now? I put Beckford over left hand side and put in Whisper. No, that's what you gonna do.
I'm gonna put Beckford over the left side. I'm gonna start Magee on the right side.
Magee? Oh Lord God. Yeah. Alright. So no, the man gonna say bias again. Alright, so this is Jason's lineup, people. We're gonna do it and then do a vote, alright? My goodness. Alright, so we're gonna put in Magee and then you're gonna give me Jason's lineup rating, alright? Good Lord, Jason.
And switch Romario and Chanel. Give Chanel the free roll and give Romario the striker.
Alright, so Romario, Chanel, alright, so we're going to take off Reid, put Beckford over left hand side, and then go with Magee. Guys, give Jason. No, I'm done with convincing him, you know. I'm done trying to convince Revolution because he's a revolution, you know.
Yeah, this is my recommended 11. I like how you put that part there. Recommended, yes. I recommend this to be the 11.
Alright, so Imaxit equal I bias. Okay, my goodness. Guys, they're all Jamaican people pitney. They're all Jamaican people pitney, and I only can give you footballing information, and we keep on trying to pick people based off non-footballing reasoning, just because we have a pillar with them named upon it. You know? Yes. Alright, Jason get a 7.5. Mirak gave him a 7 as well. Why isn't Phillips not as a CM and Beckford on the left? Phillips said up on the field at all. Mirak. And Chanel should come off the bench. Oh Lord, alright. Only just bad mind, young Whisper. Him never play good phony yet. Well, parish council, I said what I said, and I talk my talk. Well, I have my channel, so you don't have to come back if you just think that we have done nothing good and you can't understand we, and we don't deserve your attention. You don't have to come back, and I prefer you never do. You know.
Just to clear up that point in the parish council, me personally, I think Whisper played 2 good games for Jamaica. In the Gold Cup, 1 against Trinidad and 1 against St. Kitts. And you know why? Because him come on the field when the game stretch and him have him space to do him thing. That is how my team can be effective for Jamaica.
All right. Magee in a 4-4-2 is crazy. Well, just give your ratings, because I don't agree with Jason there. I don't have Magee on my field. No, I am. Shamar says Whisper can play over Trayvon Reid.
No, look on the screen now. Me take him off. Me take off Reid. Just look on the screen now and rate the team, please.
So okay, people be a pure going to chat. So Deshane cannot play on the left. We the Ross. What Ross Romario says? Oh my God. Jason pick his team. Just give your take now. Alden said JD. Oh, about we pick an 11. We think the coach will pick. That will be the next one, and he will use a 4-2-3-1 formation. In my opinion, Alden, I'm not really sure about the 4-2-3-1. All right. Eddie Guna said, so how Phillips get pick with the main side but can't make the C side without our best players. Make it make sense. I don't know.
but Eddie Guna, Phillips wouldn't make my team. So that's how him don't make this team here. Again, this is not an exercise of what we think the coach are going to do. We can do that afterwards.
All right.
My team.
Oh, that is Jason's team. Just give the man some prediction. Give man some rating the people and stop fight the man. Alright, so DJ Geek says, no, Eric Sewell said, I think I had full time. We stop talking about Whisper. No, the coach know him already. Okay, well, but Eric Sewell is people saying them thing and we can't run away, people. Say no to bullying in picking the squad. Yes, man, yes. Sherman's got the Jerry, you are the best analyst of Concacaf. Well, none of these Jamaican people I believe so. They are gonna keep on fighting, you know?
Yes, I would pick Speedy. Why not?
Alright, so you, yes, Speedy. Why we keep on disrespecting Speedy? And then we out of all of these men, who are better games for Jamaica than Speedy? Out of all of the men on the field, I think only none. I think Speedy has the most better games for Jamaica. Period. Nobody. Waite maybe be second. So why are we? So how are we talking about people playing good for Jamaica? Why we are going to put them in the game? But no, Speedy has maybe the most best games for Jamaica. Waite and Speedy have the most best games for Jamaica, but yet still him can't make the team. So why you not calling Mr. Revolution? Call in and give your take, man. Jason just said he thinks Whisper played 2 good games for Jamaica, yet still him starting players because he explained what the 2 games entails, which is after people tired, no space on the field, space on the field, and nobody in a whole formation. So it's best for him to go there and just do what he want to do. Just go up there, and we are leading on top of it as well. That is important. That's what the man say. Is your side Jason can't beat you, so Jason give his side, Jason get a 7.5. So if we don't eat Jason's side, why wouldn't I just give it a 5 and 3 so mine can get more? So mine can get more, mine can get a 10 because I will just put Whisper on the team because we wanted to give it 10.
Yeah, man, no, it's just because it's my side. You can be if you don't like it.
I just think Magee, the position of Magee. The position of oh my God, Mr. Revolution give you a 1.5. That is flat out bad mind. That is flat out bad mind. That is bad mind right there. 1.5. I can't believe this. Mr. Lansley Blake look like he wants to come in and give his take. Alright, Revolution says only when Whisper plays well we find excuses for the good performance. I think he explained himself. Alright, Juras gave it a 8.5. Sean Answer gave it a 5. So Jason getting 2 low score. Mirak said Imaxit, the side good. It's just Howell and Magee not supposed to start. Alright, so if we're taking out Magee,
Who said that? Mirak, yeah. Mirak, Howell, he was on defense. But when I look at the squad, I don't really see another option besides Speedy that will solidify it, because I was going to maybe put Magee there, but I feel like that is just setting him up to fail. So
All
I
right.
rather play him playing that role on the right side with his club. So I don't see why it would be an issue. It looks like the coach there seemed to think he can do the work. So I'm going to try him over there and see how it looks.
All right, so we have Neil on the phone. All right, and we have Parish Council continue to talk a bunch of crap in the chat, So we council somebody needs to counsel Parish Council. Go ahead, Neil. How are you doing? I hope all is well with you and the family. Yeah, man. A mad boy in them Parish Council, Yes. I mean, I chat about one bag of thing,
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man. Go ahead. James Smith, we are going to come to your comment right after because he laid out all his people. So go ahead, Neil. What you have to say about the overall dramatic stream? This one was a drama stream, man. Good Lord.
Really? Me tell you the truth. Me don't know which parish council, but any parish in council, I be a free thing I do it up there. But me I tell you, JB, what me can't understand with we as people, why every time a man have nothing to say, then start call people bad mind. So you tell me now, you have pick a team. If a man have an argument, just shut him out. I mean, I'm not telling him to shut them out. But why am I not going to the same bad mind whisper? Where bad mind whisper from? Where, you whisper? In a competition, be a position in 19?
No.
You understand? Me can't understand why every time a man talk, him say bad mind whisper. Him say, alright, I'm in a free fitter. In truth and fact, say whisper, should I never make a national team? But me not a problem with it if people say, well, he's a talent and they might give a chance. But in truth and fact, whisper say, alright, what performance? They can base it on to say whisper supposed to be in a national team. You understand?
Yeah.
When I play. So them man just come on all the time. Every time people talk. And people, if them say whisper in a team because he's a talent and whatsoever they want to say. You understand? Me not a problem with that. Talk your argument. But if people are talking truth, why you going to people bad mind? Bad mind what? And I like say nobody and whisper compete in a position in a national team. If you see a next man play football, a next man actually play competition, and he might do something, then why you can't tell next man you feel 19? Because whisper a feel 19 because I'm youngness. You understand? Because youngness is very good now. Get a man in a team. But I must not do it. That's what I say. But brother, if people never reason more logically, brother. If you claim to say whisper in a team, because you claim to say you have superior talent and for the man in cup, because that we have to go over. So we can say that. You understand? But not tell a man say bad minded because man give you facts. You understand? And you that man. Me don't know if Parish Council, I really Parish Council, I will him call himself. Maybe just call himself that on YouTube. But I pay man this man attack. He might say Antonio if you play right back to Jamaica because right back is start. What kind of mad is that? We know he start a right back. But he not play right back no. So we're going to take Antonio and just turn my right back. You see me I say? So Whisper play in last match against Haiti. It's because now we take a Whisper half time. Any of them could come out and talk about it?
No man, them go over to listen to the boss, the pillar boss,
yes.
Telling you that the man was so great. Him run the left back ragged, till him run himself in ragged, Them, and me actually see people in the chat agree, I may see them can't remember one play aside from the one where him run past and get the yellow card. That is where the player get the yellow card. So we're to say, we evaluate these things, but I understand them a beat you, pure war,
Jerry, they can beat all they want. They can beat when me in the chat, because we don't attack them. But what me I say to you now, Jerry, people supposed to get attack a shot. We don't have a school run like you big people think. Jerry, as far as me say, right now, Whisper shouldn't even make a team because Whisper not playing a ball game. You understand? Me don't know if a backyard him a playing or what kind of play the Manning Cup. You understand? So me no see why in a team. Me not a problem with in a team, but him and them stop act like say Whisper deserve a spot in a team. See? Because deserve a spot over everybody else. Me a man say me a hater. You kind of I'm a madness there. So you hate a man because you attack his truth. You see me I say?
Yeah, but the problem, remember before it was all about Jamaican born players. So
Yes,
the
man.
fact me I talk about I'm outlining the reason why I would have picked both of these players up front. Because of what they have done. The one is coming off as one of the highest scoring Concacaf player. And one is coming off actually qualifying us for the next position that we're in against Canada. So I had valid points. So and they can't give me nothing to say why me I pick them guys over the person. Because you can't tell me what the next person do good. Because the last time I see the person play, and that's why I say the next two guys them look better. You know?
Now time he come off the last time play.
Yes, so that comparing to the next two them. So that me that look on to have the conversation. But the man them I want a reason. See here Parish Council last comment. Parish Council last comment. JD is like Speed. People just not go like them. Don't portray a likable character to the public. Mr. Parish Council, I don't want you to like me. And I don't want nobody to like me. I don't think you actually understand my channel. Because I wouldn't say what I'm saying if I want people to like me. You understand me? So I think your reasoning is flawed, Parish Council. It's just not your day. So what I would advise you to do, just go back to sleep on the pillow and wake up later, and then we can have a better reasoning. Because it's not your day. Because you can't say I am looking for people to like me when I'm actually saying what people don't like. You come back again, Parish Council. You just make me famous on your platform, brother. Yes. Because I'm saying you make no sense. Alright? So you can go back and cuss me now. You're gonna join the queue of people that will cuss me on other platforms. I can bet you you're gonna call and cuss me on other platforms like other people do. Because I don't believe in no madness. Alright?
JD, let me tell you this. You see, how me look on football. If you talk football, you talk football. You're not busy with the man want to say. Nobody no come on the stream, people love them. You see me I say? Make Paris Council go back now, Paris go love man.
Yeah man, me just give him the time. Me just give him the time idea for make him go research who me is rather than try to speculate who me is. Cause the last time he come here, him not come back, He come here and say we are ride off the back of people, and I know say me a bigger YouTuber before all them people even try to start YouTube. So him delusional, because me don't know who I feed him with the information there, Yeah.
And them same man did a grow and I say Whisper better and Shamar Nichols. Them same madman there. You see me I say? I don't know where them get to them football thing from. Whisper score a goal in a Gold Cup. I don't know if I don't know Whisper even get it goal. Because goal he come out about 3 months before the So me don't know what kind of performance them I say Whisper do. If say him better than everybody else. But I don't see it. You see me I say?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Him say bad mind him say vex. So we not have the talent now. Him just a cuss, Him just a rack it off some cussing. So people we are going back to football. We are going to leave him alone. His time is up.
Yes.
I think he needs to go back to his dungeon of madness. Yeah, he can go back there, His time is done on this channel. Mr. Parish Council, he's done on this channel, yeah. We ain't entertaining him anymore. He can go back to where he loves. I don't know why he comes here when all he does is try to talk bad about other people, other people's channel, and big up your channel. Go back to your channel. We don't want to hear. Go ahead. Yeah, man, big up, bossy.
But all me I say, some of them man there, are people when them picture and watch the TV. I know TV they have in their room, because I don't know where them out talk about. Because you're going to pick a man in a team just because you claim to say in young and you have the superior talent with more everybody else who are playing in a league. You understand? The man not playing in a league. The man just get taken to 1.5 matches. Me not have no problem with him being in a team, but I just don't like him when the man then come with this over praise business like that. Whisper the superior talent over everybody else. You understand? Maybe I'm gonna be at some point.
Thank you very much. Look at what you said. Maybe he's going to be. We have no problem with that. So what happened to the next man them that's doing better now? Should we just throw them aside and don't reward them based off their performance? That's the whole that's what started the argument, you know. Because we are rewarding people based off their performance. Shaniel Thomas played how much games? In that same time, how much games Whisper played? None. 0. He might run up and down a Phoenix. And the next man play against international competition and did things that he did, which is score goals. At a higher level as well, he's scoring goals. So why we can't reward a man based off what he's doing? And Romario is not a comparison. Romario doing good for his club and came into the national team and did good for the national team. So those two positions should not be. Maybe Thomas, you could argue the Thomas one if you want, and you're very much biased. But based on what the guy did, I think it should not be a competition. It should have just been, yeah, he's young to the system, but I would have bring him in. That's all. I want to see him.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, JD. Big up yourself, man. And nobody make some of them people.
All right. Yeah, man. No problem. No problem.
Man. But sometimes it stress me out on my comment section with the football. All right.
It's always going to work that way. No problem. All right. Yeah, respect. All right, so Adrian Anderson, just block him from the channel. Block all of them that curse bad word here. Just block them here. We don't want them here. Send them where they can reason on their level. All right, send them where they can reason on their level. So moderators just block all of them that curse bad word. That's it. You get me? Yes, if they can't reason logical, or they can't reason at all, but without disrespecting people, block them from the channel. Let me look for them and block them as well myself, since you're afraid to do it. Go ahead, Carla, go ahead.
Come on, Jay, big up yourself, man. Martin, you see me, big up the chat.
Yeah, man, go ahead, Martin. Yeah, man, block them, man.
But me just call you and I say, boy, me don't know what. I may have to ask my man in the chat, why them think, as a tendency just come out, why them think people here whisper now play no ball?
Because them can't reason, them dunce like dog. And that's the problem. Them not reason, them not hear no word of the people themselves. Once the man them say them a pick a player.
Mr. Thomas pan the field, even if whisper in the main team, even if whisper, and guys, that's why I know so them fool for true JD and dunce. Because the coach said he's a good talent. He would have liked him for go Chelsea. So only pick up on try get, if you don't have knowledge, on try get why Whisper on the team right now. Whisper never play Europe game yet. You go do no research. How can you make an English Premier team? Either the points were gained in Europe, just like Bailey. Remember Bailey never play for the national team, but him in Europe from him young, him gain up in points, so him could have easily go to EPL. What did the Brazilian baller we move from Chelsea? What did he may have issue because the same points thing.
Thank you very much.
The national team will have to make him get 2 games.
Yeah.
So the Whisper is in the team because yes, the coach rate him. Yes, we rate Whisper. Yes, we see the talent, and yes, we want to use successful. So give him 2 cap because if he never have the cap, tell him. Everybody when I chat, if Whisper don't have the cap, he will never see
0% for him to sign for our England club. 0%. So, but yes. If I had said something like that, they would have said I am bad-minded. They would have said that I'm bad-minded because they lack education to understand what get you overseas. So they don't even know the reason why he's selected. But they want to bully you in the team when the coach actually said it as well. You understand me? They said it. So I think
JD, the reason why them not hear the coach cause they say them can't cipher message.
Yeah. So
they just can't cipher them.
People want the best for the kid, want the best for the kid, but he can be in it and get his captain to go and play his football, and then in the future, if he's better than the next guys, then we are gonna always say that. And we give Bailey his respect, but we are not gonna disrespect anybody else, and that's just the fact. If a man play a man play. Simple as that. No other reason. Simple as that. We're not gonna get tired to see the argument. We're not change.
You know, see, probably Thomas start and Bailey come and Whisper come on. Whisper start and Thomas come on.
I don't see the problem. We don't know why the man turn it in a war show.
For those it's a problem. We don't get so Thomas. That's why I tell you, JD. You see this thing. That's why I tell enough for the YouTuber them in a space. No, them for those guys them here and pack up, you know. Because about Jamaica, you know, and maybe you have to defend Thomas. We're born in Jamaica right now. We're just play about 6 or 5 games and golden boot, everything in top. And the man they must say enough to start and Whisper play in the backyard. Craig Staths may ever say and Craig play some music, some Sparta, one Sparta.
You see, we just explain at that run Jamaica. At that run Jamaica. People, it's a shop, Thomas, what you need to do, just build an Instagram video and just say, you're a macho man or something over the top and say you're the best thing, even when you know you're no better than nothing else. Just say that. And believe me, get the national
right
team.
Now, JD, right now, Thomas over all of them because we are talking about performance. So why would they? I'll be a fanboy. Me can't bother the fan. I'll be a fanboy. Full console. Him can't change him name about Paris console. Him name full console. Can me type it in a chat. Bro, this is one Jamaica. You hear what him say? Him say one Phoenix, one Whisper. Him not say one Jamaica, you know. One Phoenix, one Whisper.
James Smith. No, one second. People, because you just said about the cap thing, people start saying he could sign without a cap. English teams have a few slots to use. No, you need to tell the people the exact amount of slots, and then I can tell you who occupies those slots now in this window. James Smith. Alright, because you can't reason like that and then send people down the next road, which you're right, you know, you're right, you know. But you need to give the actual proof to it. Because me know the amount of slots them have.
If him sign, if him sign, JD, still have the points to go play.
Yes,
so he will sign and they are in Jamaica for 2 years.
So James, the slots them already gone this time based off that. Like, and what James is trying to explain is that they tweak the rule that more international people can come in that maybe have true quality and can't meet the $10 million demand or don't have the international caps. You understand me? And remember last year they had 2 players to bring in that never had the international caps and never had the points as well. And those guys struggled to get, and they were the kids. And they struggled to get their entry for 1 year.
Really, tell him the price we play them, no man.
Yeah, no. I think they're going to research themselves and realize. So even with it because
must think I look at thousands a pound.
Because Chelsea buying so much players. Chelsea was the one team that this new rule kind of not help so much. Because they brought in a lot of young players that never got the game times for their country as well. And they never had the normal amount to come in. So they used it up as well before coming in. So I think he has got enough game. He got enough selection to get on the Chelsea team and get the deals going through. So that will not hinder him. It will not hinder him, people. But I'm just telling you, if he never have it, it wouldn't go the other way because those were given up to other people, and it's very much public in the league. It does go in.
Me must say JD before him even announced if he get to Chelsea, as I say, you know, other players are go through the same problem, you know.
So
other players he did it before Whisper, you know.
So what you need to do with people is go and research the players them that were struggling to get permits for I think 8 months to a year and see who they use the slots them on, and you will see for yourself. Sorry Kevin, sorry if it's too long.
Word, you know. Yeah man, JD, guys don't take Martin words, you know. Me like tell people for doing the research. I may come on YouTube, me do my own research because I see people like James where going like them smart. That are nobody. They just sell narrative. It's good when we go do research. When JD says something like when JD, me always hear JD. JS always say something to JD and JD will take it, but him still say I'm gonna do him research. It's good when they have that mindset there. You take the information, but go check it yourself. Don't company show and make people like Fufu Council. I tell you no madness, and then you
but Aldian, that's why I said, Aldian, you never listen to me well. I said, with me knowing the complication for the kid to go overseas, what I have no problem with the coach picking him over Ravel, but at least come clean to the public and let them know what not the reasons why you would pick the player. So if you never listen to what I've said in Aldi, and I've said that multiple times, I have no problem with Whisper being in the team. The problem with Uno now on the start to go overboard because he's in the team saying he's better than the other man that's already playing professional, which I'm not going to agree with that. So sometimes Uno now listen to me, you know. I am agreeing with things that you guys are agreeing with, you know. But I just can't pass certain level.
Don't know if it's cipher message. JD, enough of the commentator and the fans them do not know if it's cipher one look a simple line and simple understanding. So them think as I said the word, the quick bad mind word, they think of that always. Me don't know why them
but say to them publicly, say to them, say I agree with him picking him to give him an opportunity. Cause I even had a show. I even want to
videos.
Yeah, but cause I had a show and ask. I set up everything and then I ask in the end, what if he does not play for the main team in the end? Was it worth it to do it that way? I did a whole long segment on it, people. So please, man.
Yeah,
I have never complained about that reason to get him in the national team. For that reason, I agreed with him to get him in the national team for that reason. Yeah. It's just when you not go overboard, I am not going to agree because now you're going to go into football metrics.
I hear people, Chelsea are my team in a JD. I hear some man say, Whisper come save Chelsea in a lifetime. Bro, when you see the levels of football we are playing in an EPL, that's why I'm telling them people don't know about levels of football, you know. And then the mind I go always stay in the gutter. Me and man I say Whisper come save my side. Bro, this is not a kids game. The EPL is not no kids game where you can just come and fool and things say you can just kick a ball and yes it I got no bro. A high level footballer playing an EPL is not when I say the youth now gonna make it in the future. Why would I me not get it? Me not get why would one Jamaica. I know what the last point JD, the bias thing with them, you know what I mean? Say them not like Jamaican people and we like the Jamaican people them. Cause we will tell the youth say, yo, take your time and work. Then we tell the youth say, no, you're a star, you're go do it. And when him go and fail, them crucify him. You see, if we tell him take him time and say him actually fail, we'll say, good try. You know what them would do? Crucify him. Yeah. That's why you can't know them money in a chat. Them don't love the youth and them don't love Jamaica. Them don't love the ball of them cause see you have to defend two Jamaican band. One we are playing at the JP now we just perform. We are asking people them for perform. I love you see that's why we know say you no bias no JD because of that me want to see too. We want to see you them a play at a big team. Right now if Thomas start, me can go say, no sir, I don't want Thomas start because I'm in a JP. How me say that? I'm just see man a beat a play good and score much go against a better level than the JPL.
Yeah, agreed.
So them man just bias and for themselves. And see if them either run the football JD, then would that be just like the JFF leader them right now. Them man in a chat.
Powerful take. Yeah man, bless up. We are gonna go back to the panel right now. Yeah, bless up big boss. Yeah man people, that's someone said that I went on the JFF and cursed big bad word, but I'm blocking people for bad word. Because they were trying to direct the bad word to someone else. So they were trying to disrespect someone else. I went on the JFF and I said, I am glad that they selected Anderson. So I was talking on a celebration. So if you're coming on and cursing bad word on people and disrespecting people, I am not gonna accept that. I'm very sorry. Alright? Yes. So my goodness, the man them scrutinize everything what me do. Everything what me do. Oh my God. But at least I had answer. Okay, parish council. So if you know that parish council, why are you fighting with me? And I agree that the kid should be in the team based off that. Go ahead, Juras and Jason. What you know want to add to it because a big world war starting, man. I can't bother. Anytime with them people in our title are the worst thing about them. All right, I'm not hearing Richie.
Well, may I tell you,
Go ahead, Gona. Go ahead, Gona.
yeah, may I tell you, but I just wish that we could have the I just wish we could have the conversation without people saying that we are fight people or anything. I mean, literally, I say a kid can be in the team. I just think that his role should be limited to a bench role. That's all I said. So I don't know how that is fighting him. I've seen him be his most effective for us when he come on the pitch and the game is stretched, preferably when we win in the game. I mean, I don't see why that's such a bad thing. The guy's young, he's still learning. It's clear people that when he eventually does go to Chelsea, I want you to temper your expectation. I don't think he's going to be taking Nico Jackson game, like not like that. He's probably going to have to start out in the lower level, and that's fine. That is totally fine. He'll find his way as long as he keep his head down and don't listen too much to the hype, because it's now the time you have to show and prove. Yes, you get the contract and you get the pre-contract and you're gonna go and you're gonna train, but you only did half the work. You have to keep your head down and keep going, because there won't be anybody there to say, this player have to play, like what people think might be going on in Jamaica. So, that's the part that I hope that he understands, is like there won't always be a pathway for you unless you carve it out for yourself.
All right, so Parish Council said, JD, why a whisper go preseason? The preseason was very much clear. What they wanted as much of the players them that's on Chelsea's book or in and around Chelsea's book for this coach to know them. Because the coach never knew majority of them. Even weeks after, he never knew a lot of them. And some of them turned down to sign back for Chelsea, and some of them turned down Chelsea that still signed with Chelsea and wanted to go out. So Hutchinson, Barstow went out. Mothersill never signed again. And Richards and those guys, they were players that Pochettino never knew. So it was an opportunity for him to see who they are. Parish Council, and that was very clear because that is documented in actual written letters. The reason why the competition, they enter the competition, and how beneficial it will be, because that's where Jackson and those guys maybe solidified their game. To be honest, so that was the full reason for it, Parish Council, and we have literally written right up and who he was impressed with. I did a video on it that Pochettino said that the person that he's impressed with is Barstow, and Barstow said that if he can't get any game, a certain amount of game, he's not going to stay. And I reported that before, and then when he decided that, when he saw that he's not going to get enough game, he's at Sunderland now and he's doing well at Sunderland. All right, so it is very, very easy, brother, Real Baller said, JD, I attended to work, came back hours later, you're still reasoning football. Oh, God. But I never did long. I did 2.5 hours, which is...
JD.
Yeah, go ahead, bossy. Go ahead.
Just so you know, Richie forward,
Okay, Richie's here. Okay, Richie, them say my bias, and you need to come beat me, What me say wrong now, Richie? Wait, no, you need to beat me up, because I don't know what go on. I don't know why you need to beat me up for. Why we can't reason out things, Richie?
Let me just say morning to everybody in the comment section and everybody on the panel. It's a good day. It's a good joy. We have to just.
Oh Lord, the hype coming now. KC win.
Hold on. We're not at the part that you want.
No. Don't start on the part here now. No, start, because me know why you gonna gloat. Cause it look like a my store information to take on now beat my side. So me gonna stop talk. Me now do no preview. Cause when the use don't win my side,
Yeah, because that is how football is these days. Is that it's like a chess game. Is who made the better move on the day. Win. It's a tactical move, and we know what was happening with the Staths team, and we know how to nullify that, and that's what we did, and we just have to just go forward and play who come in front of we day by day.
Facts.
Yeah, man. on the other situation we were talking about, the Jamaican team, I was here listening, and that's when I chose to come in. And tell you what, I think that, you know, Richard should start in this game for a reason why. It's not for the senior team are going forward. We have our under 20 coming up in another couple of months. You know, and if for everybody don't know, he's not in a proper training instructor, so they are using these games to get him fit and up to par for the under 20. So that's my belief. That's what I am seeing with the game.
Fear. Because we never brought up that point none at all. So good point.
Mm-hmm. So that's just only it would be the reason why, you know, he should get that playing time.
So where would you put him? Where would you put him on the field? Like what the graph that you're seeing now?
Basically, how the team is set up, I mean, he would have to definitely play on the right side, or behind the Romario there.
Oh yeah.
He would be effective for this team going forward.
Okay, so you'd take out Thomas then and put him in.
Right.
Or you'd try figure out how we can fit in Thomas and take out Magee or something, because me not really believe in Magee and in that position is still in, but just to put him there, you know.
Can I tell you what? I believe in a Magee, you know. I believe in a Magee 100%. I'm not telling you all that because I've seen the player while he was his stink among the group, and Magee is a different breed, the same breed that I saw in Richards. You know, him have that. Some people need 90 minutes. Magee will use 10 seconds, and he's that type of player, that impact player. I'm see it in a Magee. So I believe in him.
Mm-hmm.
Believe in him. I tell you the truth. So him playing that side, and I've seen him play there before. To go past them, him know all of Whisper on them. Him know them. So I would bank on Magee.
And put him on the right hand side? Yeah, you say you're agreeing with Jason to put him on the right hand side right there?
I would have preferred him in the middle right there with Speedy Williams, but Speedy Williams can have the communication. Magee would have the communication with Speedy Williams to tell him, so, yo, just put it through there, I'm gonna catch it. And then and it would happen.
Okay. All right. So let me change this right here to Richards in this position. But based on my argument, which me war with the people I'm here, and I say we can't deal with players like that, especially Jamaican born players. We send them out to do well for clubs and in big competition, and he went out in Concacaf and be one of the best bright sparks for Jamaica in Concacaf. And then people question if he is good enough to go in front of Whisper based off that what he did just a while ago, which we have a bigger sample size of him than Whisper, and we were impressed with what he did in the Concacaf. So you disagree with me there in that conversation, because that was a triggered argument when I said I would have picked him over Whisper for that reason, because I saw Whisper on the right hand side and it was a very poor game against 80. So was it against 80? Yeah, man, it was against 80. Very poor game against 80. So I would have wanted to play him inside. So because he has to play inside now he has to rival with the Thomas, the Romario, the Magee, because I thought that Magee is an inside player as well too. I don't think he should be playing out there, but when you say now work with him out there, you know. So I concede to that one. So based off that, what you would have do with Thomas then? Or you just say him new to the system and don't give him a game?
I would have said when a player is coming in, I said him would have to watch what they are doing first, the players who are already in it, and learn off them. So he will come on. Thomas would come on.
Okay. So you're saying that bringing him in. Okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, that's my take. I mean, you use a Trinidad game to say that the right side, but I can tell you many games that he played on the right side and did exceptionally well. But you use in one game when I know of many where so
That is
I would use
whisper you're talking.
yeah, I wouldn't use that one game and judge it.
No, but I'm not talking right side, wing, I'm talking right side, right midfield.
Right side in the system, Hal Grimson play.
In Al Grimson's system, that is my problem.
Okay,
Because me know when him go inside, him play inside in the central forward and then drift to the right. Yeah, that is better because he understands up the pitch. But to hold the position is a right midfielder. All of the games, that is where I think the problem lies. If he plays a different position. Yeah, go ahead.
JD, that is part of learning. You would have to learn that and learn that fast if you want to stay in this system. Because that is the coach trying to see how many different, if he needs to, if he can angle that position as well. So think about it. Remember, he's dealing with somebody who is in their developmental stage of their career and their football. So he wants to know what he can do. So as you say, it may be that's not one of his best characters, but you have to look going forward. It only can get better. Now.
Okay. And you think that over time he will develop that skill set to play in a deeper line midfield role? Or you think that he's going to always be a forward?
No, man, he may have to learn to develop that deeper, because even, I always say, look at Martinelli. If Martinelli to go back and play left back, he become a left back. If he needs to, and that's what you have to do. Every position on that side, you have to learn to play. Every one of them.
Okay. All right. So Richie's saying that he has to learn it. And he has to stay in that position and keep on playing until he learns it. I don't believe that still. I think he needs to go up the field and still, at certain point, get the additional information how to play that role and be tested occasionally in it until he can reach that standard to play it and don't create other mistakes for other people. So I would have put him high up the pitch. High up the pitch.
I agree. He's most dangerous high up the pitch.
Yeah,
so we will definitely want him high up the pitch, but he has to do the work. Our work has to be done in the middle of the pitch and at the left, at the right back portion of the pitch as well, and he has to do that work.
Okay, all right then, boy. Yeah, put more pressure upon him now. That's it. Jason, it's so like. I know that's how the football play, but if you're more central forward now and as striker, you can press from the front. So I thought that you wanted him to complete that striker and central forward knowledge before you try to force him down the pitch and let him do a complete work. Because Leon Bailey had the same problem even up to now.
But listen, when you start, when you lead the press, a right back can't play now.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. It's the same thing when you lead the press. Other than the only thing is that you're above the pitch where you're most efficient. Your efficient level gets higher.
Yeah, well,
because you're winning where you're dangerous.
The main difference is if you're starting the press as a right winger and you get beat, there's ample cover behind you most of the time. Whereas when you're in the right midfield role, based on what's going on, when you get beaten there, it might be a crossing opportunity right after that. So it's more crucial that you can do that role well, because it's more costly to the team when you don't do it.
True, but is the system on the tell me we are talking about where algorithms is played? And
yes, we are talking in the system. Yeah, in the system. That's why we are talking about the central forward rather than the right midfield, because that is our biggest problem right there. We don't want to force people, and that's why I never wanted Magee in it either, because I think both of them had that similar problem. So. But you guys said Magee is much more experienced.
Please make sure you take your medication today. Do not say you don't want Magee in it.
Solids. I have not said I don't want Magee in the team. I said the position, please. I have not said it. All right, I'm not saying no more. Me done.
I told you Me and Jesse go down pick this side. I'm afraid to call Maggie.
Maggie,
But
me
yeah,
believe in the
let me
maestro.
just make a little thing out of what you and Richie is talking about. Both of you came with some strong point from like both sides, which is like it was really cool. So here Melo go down the middle right now. The Whisper did an interview and he said when he went overseas, one of the things that he had to do was to track back a lot more on the wings. No, where I'm gonna agree with both of you guys. Here where I'm gonna agree with JD first. No, currently, because he's not playing being trained by, let's say, a top level coach like at Chelsea, where he's learning it right now. I would play him higher up because the last game in Halgrim's system, he got exposed because he didn't know how to put in the work rate on the defensive end. So I don't want him to do that right now. He's not there right now. Agreeing with what Richie says, he has to learn. However, he cannot, we don't need him to learn that in the national team. He needs repetition doing that at his club team, where he do that over and over and over till it becomes second nature to him. Because Whisper spoke about that in an interview. I don't know, I think Richie was probably there, I'm not sure. But he said one of the things that he saw when he went overseas.
Yeah, man, you're true talking, man. You're true talking. I heard him.
Yeah, he needed to track back a lot. And remember, so it comes down again to how Craig Butler trained them, because this is what Craig Butler says as well. He used to tell his winger like Leon Bailey and Whisper them say, don't pass back the half line, because his team is more those players he want them to press up the field. So there's a thing there again. Maybe that's what he was taught, that based on the position he needs to play it in a luxury way, because you kind of at Phoenix, it seems he doesn't need to put in that work rate in that position because he has other people doing it for him and he's a goal scorer. At KC, you saw that as well. They wanted him up the field because he's good on the ball and you want him to cut in. Personally, JD, I would play him like as a false nine and give him the option to go in. Not alone. I would give him the option to run off the striker in either side, go right or left, whatever pleases him. But if you're gonna ask him in Halgrim's system to just go down the wing, he's gonna struggle because he hasn't figured out his positioning yet when it's time to defend on the when he's playing out and out wing. So that's just what I'm looking at from both of you guys' discussion. That's my take on that.
All right, fair enough. I think you're spot on there. But that's what I want. Seeing conversation, not the war about them and the pillar that sleep at them. You know, because them not give me nothing and them just argue and bad up in a chat. Yes, so good point. Richie right there. But for me, I was going into, because you see what Richie used? Richie used that. The reason why you would have started him, because he's in preparation for the under-20s. But Solid say him no really want to use the team as no learning. Like, this is where you come and learn. On the field, JD, in these matches. I would
start him too, JD. Here why I would start him, because he has more experience at the international level. Regardless of his age, he still has more international experience than the other strikers.
Yeah, than Thomas. No, man, it's only Thomas we are talking about. Romario, he does not have more experience than Romario. Romario is the one that played the other day, but Thomas was the argument. No, I get you. I'm okay with you wanting that. I just said what I've said was not wrong. I gave my reasons because of the plain type of the player I saw in Thomas. I just believe that what he offers I've not seen yet in Whisper as yet. And that is what I was defending. And I just saw the kid did it in a good amount of level. And I was talking about the fitness level of this player, because he just came off of a competition and jumped straight back in the JPL. But the JPL ain't good enough, but the next one ain't playing. So that's the reason what I was using to make my decision. So that was my statement, and I stand on that. But what the points that you guys brought completely different. I can agree with you guys, but I just stick to my point and said this is what I would have gone to.
But this is a whisper game too, JD. This is a game where I would give Whisper the reins to go out there and just let him be himself. I think this is the game. But again, as you guys stated, this coach is not really here to lose games. That's another thing, because at the end of the day, him the one that held the in a him pan it next to him name again neither. So he's probably gonna go out there and say and set up and say, guys, I still require from you guys a level of work. But
JD, what's the head-to-head with Guatemala and Jamaica?
The head-to-head with Guatemala and Jamaica. I would not look at the head-to-head with Guatemala and Jamaica. I would look at the last time we played them. Richie. The last time. But what I wanted to move towards Richie is no, we have to look at the last time we played them because we can have head 4 years ago and they have a completely different team than. But the last time we played them, were you impressed with them or not? Because I wanted to go back to. Seems as if Algrim's have played them so far. Would he change his system going in now? And remember, this is a new bunch of players. And every time we saw a new bunch of players, he changed the system. Because remember, he used the Whisper as a central forward in a 4-2-3-1 the last time. Remember that one, Yoshi? In the National Stadium. And he looked better behind the striker. So if he's going to start him, would you change the entire system and play like that? And then you can give the head-to-head record with Guatemala and what you saw the last time.
And as I said yesterday, JD, that Guatemala is a team where it doesn't matter if it's a FIFA window we play them in, they tend to be consistent in the way they play. Ball position, high work rate, and the last time they played us very tough in that quarterfinal game. We have to be honest. We beat them, but it wasn't a lot of people. Remember before that game, a lot of people thought we were gonna walk into that Guatemala game and just grab the quick semi-final, but they made us work for it, and we saw that Jamaica had to really show some grit in that game, and I expect nothing less in this game. However, I think individually in this game, Jamaica has a lot of quality. The problem the only concern I have here is I don't know what we're going to get from the defenders, because we have to be honest. Richard King is not playing football currently, and I think he will start. Topey coming back to the international game, you guys stated that he has slimmed down, and he's playing a bit more agile, and he's also a mistake-prone individual as well. With Reid in the game, he gets caught out of position sometime, and then you have Richard King sometimes think he's a centre forward playing at centre back. So I'm very concerned about that. But the position that I would look for is, and this is what's gonna bother me now. I wanted to see Kyle Ming at the right back position, but he's playing in a back three at Cavaliers. I don't know if this coach look at him as a potential right back or a centre back, because if he looks at Kyle Ming as a centre back, there's no way Kyle Ming is making the Jamaican team anytime soon. However, if he starts competing at the right back, I believe he's ahead of Javain Brown and Tavon Gray from me, based on what I see from him at Cavaliers. Though those two might be in better quote unquote league, his vision, his ability to read the play, he's always cleaning up for others' mistake. I really want to see Kyle Ming. It's sorry to say, first time I'm watching a game for Jamaica, and I'm excited to see a defender. Tyreek Magee as well. But my worry about Tyreek Magee is it's been rumored that Tyreek Magee tends to not show up in training very much, and that's why coaches tends to overlook him. But when he plays, you can see his quality. And I think if he doesn't train well with this coach, we might see Tyreek Magee coming off the bench and getting a 20 minutes in this game.
Okay, okay. So, Miss Richie, I had something to add to it. Why you asked the record of the next team? Because I was kind of confused, and I said because I know that they played not so much. It's not so often. I wouldn't run into the record more than what we did the last time against them, and how we looked the last time against them, and what type of systems we do find challenges in.
All right, segue off what J J JT just said about the Guatemalans playing the same way no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are that type of team that they play with that high press, quadruple press, triple press, double press. They choose whatever and wherever. And you have to be prepared for that when they come with that going forward. The reason why I asked for the head, I know that Jamaica have an upper hand on them, but I didn't know
Yes.
it was so you. 5 win versus Guatemala 1. In the last game that you were asking me about, I see where they had quality and they could cause damage if we weren't screwed on in football sense. You have to be like that. That was a 90 minutes of concentration, and you have to be prepared going forward with this team at all times.
Oh, okay. No, because I was trying to figure out what is the situation, because I was checking their players, like who would be available, and they're going to have a good amount of players, So I think this is going to be a good test for we to see players. So what we want to ask everybody, what are we looking for in this game? What are we looking for in this game? Like, who you think we can have as a possible find? Because remember, people talk about Speedy, they're acting like the man is over the hill and he can't come in the team, which I don't look at football like that, because we had Grant came in the team when he's older than Speedy now. So, why would we cast off people when we don't have certain positions solidified? I don't understand that. So, what are we looking for in this game? Yeah, Richie mic open, so Richie, just go ahead. Our solids, go ahead. Anyone of them?
Go ahead, Richie. Go ahead.
I think we're looking for a midfielder. We know that we need that midfielder position vacant. We keep on searching. Because you notice that every window there's always a different midfielder. I mean, to me, they are looking for that Ravel person that can, do the work, as in hold up the ball. When you win it, you know what to do with it going forward. And, it does take one talent pass from that player to lead on to a goal from any one of the attacking thirds. And I think that this is Magee's chance. My vote for Magee in that game. Magee, if you hear me now, you just see it, your chance. This me believing in you. There are a lot of people out there believing in you, and this game for me is Magee. Magee.
So I'm to Beckford. You need a Beckford. Because Beckford I performed, So we're going to be Beckford, Richie. Because we have got it by us,
Brother, I just tell you, as you see, this is an open door for a lot of players. Everybody be left neither. But me tell you, I believe.
Okay, so Magee at the last chance with Magee. I wouldn't say that, I wouldn't say that. Him young, so he act like say I'm 26. You understand me?
I'm saying for him to open this door, for him to break in this team.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's his last chance, JD, I think, before he makes a big move.
Okay.
I think that's, because I agree with Richie.
So you guys think if him don't make this break, like show up something in this game, he's going to be pushed back further until he can make a next big move to prove himself?
Yes.
Wow.
That's the only way it's going to happen, because Magee, this is a do or die game for Magee. And because what Magee has to tell himself is this: he cannot go silent in the game, JD, and pop up when he feels like. This is not the type of coach that you do that with. This coach want the work rate from you constantly. No, here my problem with Speedy Williams, and I said this to you, JD. Speedy Williams doesn't let players come close to him when he has the ball. I know in a lot of sense that's a good thing. The problem is he's playing with Jamaican centre backs who when they come under pressure quickly, it's booted out long. So Speedy is a man who was putting a lot of pressure on the centre backs when we saw him play. And now, if you start, let's say you start Speedy Williams doesn't tackle. Speedy Williams tracks very well. He's a tracker. He's not a tackler. Speedy Williams is like a Daniel Johnson, but a little bit better defensively. They look like they're doing something defensively, but they're running a lot, but they're not really getting their foot on the ball or going into those hard tackles. That's my problem with Speedy Williams. And then when it's time to go forward, he's just a little bit indecisive. No, the kid Beckford that you talk about, I think I made a video on him when I went to watch when I watched Tyreek Magee on the switchback game. I didn't know he was Jamaican, and then they said this Jamaican, and I was like, oh my God, this guy, he's decent. JD is very good in space. He's very good in space. He has good speed, doesn't make a lot of mistake. Not the player that's going to just wow you out there, but it's similar like Romario Williams. You're not going to look at Romario Williams and say, okay, this is a top striker coming out of this club, but Romario Williams is physical. He can score the goals, and he's disciplined. He's unselfish. And it's four players from this team. And I think that kid Beckford, I think if he gets 20 to 30 minutes out there, he might surprise a lot of people based on what I've seen of him at the Colorado, at his club.
Okay, fair point. Richie wanted to jump back in, and then Pastor can come in, and the others them can come in. But I agree with you. I agree with J Taylor. I think this kid might surprise you. Not might surprise others. I think we should give him an equal chance as to impress as Magee. You know.
You know, Mickey's been a professional for a very long time, performing at the highest level. You know, I mean, say he's connected to a reggae boy as well, and that helps him, you know, to push himself going forward. And he's a very good player, very good.
All right,
you
so
know, me can't be long on.
What is that?
I can't be long on this because there's more to say about the player, which is what he has been doing, and he has merited this call up, I must say. But as I say, I can't stay long because you know the pastor come in with 2 hours.
Yeah, and we don't have much time. You know, we already gone 3 hours. There, people, smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I've seen the comments. Them I'm not respond to a lot. I think parish council, he wants attention, and I'm not going to give it to him. I think you're clueless as to how you speak, and I think this is not the conversation for you. All right, if you never know anything about me, you're out there saying about ballers, non-ballers, and everything. What you describe as baller? How much ballers is truly have in Jamaica? This kind of you need to stop that, brother. You're making no sense as long as you go. So just stop, and this is not the type of place for you. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. So don't try to convince other people. Go and hype up yourself and say a big baller. All right? Yes, I know what I do. Richie know what he does. Jason know what he does. Drew Ross know what they do, and they will not brag like you. That is typical. Oh, majority of the people when I reach places talk. Anyways, Pastor, come in. Because this brother, him keep on a try, look attention, and I'm not pay him the mind. Go ahead, Pastor.
Everybody on the stream and in the chat, in the family, wherever you are. Let me start with where J Taylor ended at Speedy. A midfielder that does not turn with the ball is a liability every time you do not play somebody who holds up the ball well beside them. So Speedy's best game would be when he's playing with a Ravel Morrison or with a Anthony Grant. If you do not have somebody like either of those two men, whether the person is going to be a defender that don't mind taking a tackle and drawing a foul, or it's going to be a general midfielder who just let everybody know, so when I have the ball, it's mine. If you don't play speedy with either of those kind of players, he's going to be out of sorts, and he's going to be the cause of Jamaica either playing the wolf or conceding 2 goals, unforced errors.
Okay.
There are players in this squad that I would not have given a call up, but they are there, so useless to say anything on that matter. Before Richie spoke on why he would start Whisper, I did not consider starting Whisper. But the fact that he is going to be needed for the under 20 and we know he's not playing any football, and since this is a non-FIFA window game, I don't know if it will affect our ranking either. Will it, JD? Are you aware of that?
I don't. Let me tell you all this non-FIFA thing. It's a tricky thing, you know. It's a tricky thing, the non-FIFA thing. All right, because some of these games, remember the Trinidad game when we thought that it wouldn't have affected our ranking. It looked like they scrape off some small amount of points.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let me check to make sure it's 100%.
Yeah.
But then take off some of the points and then put the games on it. So I think once you don't have anybody on it that does, like, everyone has their papers, right? I think, and then the country agrees with it as well, as to the game is a serious game. I think you still lose points, but not as much as the normal. That's what I first got, but I'm going to research to make sure I'm 100% correct. I should have done that a long time. Sorry about that.
All right, thank you. So, as it relates to Whisper, I would not have started him in this game. But the fact that he's going to be playing in the under 20 competition and we know he's not playing competitive football, I won't make it an issue to speak negatively on him starting, because you want the players to be conditioned going into major competitions, and this will do a great deal in bringing up to speed his muscle memory and the kind of rigidity that he will need going into a competition. As it relates to Magee is what, 24?
Around that mark, yeah, around that mark. Maybe 23, 24 or so. Yeah, I think so, yeah. 24.
Magee doesn't perform in this game. He might get 1 or 2 more chances, in my mind, in a similar game like this. Because I'm not one to just write off people, especially when they are making efforts on a comeback. However, the last time I was on the stream, leader made a statement, and I resorted to people needing to own what they do as who they are. You are a computer technology person, JD. I, as a pastor, should not be able to show up better than you in your field of choice. So Magee need to determine whether or not he is a corner league footballer or he is at international standings. Own his position. If you get 5 minutes, go out there, let them wonder what you would have done with 10. Other than that, boss go play some club football and try earn some money to feed your family. And leave the thing alone, because you're not serious. And that goes for every player, not just for a Magee. I would have started Thomas. I believe he merits the position to start. because of what he did in the competition that he just came out of, he merits the position to start. But where it becomes important for communication now is that the coach need to say, listen to me, this game is about everybody getting the opportunity to do something, yes, but we also have to think about the country as a product. So we're going to run out Whisper 40 under 20. If that is done, while it is not my choice, it would not have been my choice. I don't have no fight.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, man, that's about it. Sorry, but Juras went off, and we never got any chance to speak with Juras. We've done 3 hours 4 minutes, you know. To be honest, you know, it's a long one. We have John came in, bless up to you. Brian Burke, massive respect, you reach at the end. Yeah. DRH says, tell Unup. Oh no, we can't read that. Richie shut you up though. Parish Council, I think you're a stupid individual. I'm gonna publicly say that. You're a stupid individual, alright? I think you're not deserving to be on every platform. I think you need to stay where you think you want to stay. You're a stupid individual. And I think I'm going to just take care of my channel because I don't even think you're worth it. And you don't make sense, brother. You're a stupid individual. Yeah? So just move, man. You're a waste man. Alright? Yeah, you're a waste man, Dan. Because I always try to avoid from disrespecting people, you know. But I think you're trying your best for me to disrespect you. And I think you're a stupid individual. Alright? So go about amongst your stupid friends, them, Dan. Alright? Yeah, man. And I won't even say anything more to you. That's pretty much enough for you now. Yeah, because I kept you talking, and I think you're not worth it. Alright? Yeah, man. So just leave, man. And go live your stupid life, bro. You make no sense. Straight up. JD, I am okay with starting 11. Yeah, man, I have no problem. Everyone came in and give their statement, and this dude, his comprehension is so low. You understand me? I've literally said I stick with my point, and this stupid person just continue. He's getting annoying, man. He's very stupid, man. Enough is enough, man. Just go, man. You're a clown. Anyway, Richie, say a piece, big boss, and just the same piece, and then we're just out of here, you know, because we're trying to have a conversation, and you have some people that's them different level stupid, bro. You know.
You know we always say for Jamaica win, so. Win for Jamaica. That's all I have to say. Peace out, everybody.
All right, cool, my brother. Jason, go ahead, my brother. What you have to say about the thing,
Yeah, just this conversation today, people. You know, obviously, everybody not gonna agree all the time, but we should be able to reason without calling people name and these things. So people just know that. You know, these platforms are there for the opinions to be expressed, and it don't have to reach to like name calling and those things. So just be mindful of that, people, and know say none of these things are being said because we don't like people. It's all analytical based from me, right? So me not love nobody, me not hate nobody. I just watch the football and give my take on it, and that is how I come to these conclusions. All right, so big up on yourself and stay safe out there.
All right, yeah, man, no problem. Respect. Solid, do you have anything to add before we close off this show? All right, looks like Solid's has set up him show. People, go over Solid and support him as well. He has a stream coming up. Yeah, so definitely support him. And as what Jason said, he tried to have conversation, but you see, if a man tried to come and disrespect my people, I am going to diss him, you know, because I am not afraid of people, bro. But as you said, we have an opinion, and for the life of me in 2023, I can't understand why people don't even understand opinions. They are so slow, and their ego is so big. It's unbelievable, you know. So that nigga, if they just move out to the place, man, I don't care. I will call the names because you're gonna call me names, so I'm gonna embarrass you. You get me? Pastor, we said Solid's the same piece. Pastor, you get a piece already. You now have no more piece to get. Cause you're gonna make the show go 3 more hours, which me done. Me give up. I've said my piece and I'm done. So go ahead, Pastor. Let me give you the 3 minutes. Can I look at J Taylor has some problems with and maybe I fix up him stream and stuff.
Okay. I just wanted to comment on the statement that he made that Richie shut you up. Richie didn't say anything.
Brother, the man comprehension skill is borderline trash, man. You know? Them comprehension skills
presented.
Yeah, and I just put it on the screen, but the man is so stupid. No one realize why people can fool these people. Because him so stupid, Richie put up Femon and give a statement behind it. Him never try to trash. Him never try to trash the next guy. Him just explain say the reason why I put the guy over that guy because Whisper might know about this and that. Him give him reason and he's having a conversation. Yeah. But these people are so I don't know. I understand that why people can take on for idiot. You know,
which a major part of it of his reasoning, you know, is what make Richie real in terms of defending Jamaica as a product. Over and against.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Look, guys, because Richie is thinking that okay, the fact that he's going to be with the under-20s, he's not engaged in match football in matches. He would start him to ensure that he doesn't go to the under-20 flat.
Yeah,
that is putting Jamaica first. And so even though I did not have nothing to do with him starting, I can understand that. I would do that too.
Yeah, man. I miss the people. God damn. It's okay. But
if I was John Wall, I would request of Hal Grimson, the senior team coach, say, yo, help me with that. Help me with getting that guy ready. One coach to the next. And so I totally understand Rich's opinion, his point of view, and that don't make my own change. It just makes me be able to accept and appreciate that point of view too.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad.
Jesus.
Mr. Revolution, you're gonna continue warring for the whole day, but I still respect you. At least you have well, I don't even know. Mr. Revolution love war, but at least I can know that he's trolling sometime. But this dude, man, I saw people clip him and send him making statements. And this dude don't even know me. So, he don't come here, man. You know, don't come here and try disrespect the people, man. Try have a fight with people in the chat. Don't do it, man. We are going to block you and make it have some sense. Or go where you're comfortable and you can say a bag of stupid things. You know? Yeah, but we show J Taylor some respect. J Taylor doing his stream. So, I will stop the stream because it's pointless to go on. Go on further on this one. We have done 3 hours, which is a long amount of data. So what we're gonna do tomorrow, I am not doing no video. I think tomorrow people will say that it's disrespectful to the Doncaster Cup, but I had some things to do tomorrow, so I never had the time to do any video. All right, so if you don't see me do any video tomorrow, it's not disrespectful to the Doncaster Cup. It's just because I don't have the time. All right, yeah, man. So hope you understand. All right, yes. So take care, people. See you in the next one. Bye bye.